Welcome in the Cutlery Corner Network. Hope you're having a good weekend. Glad to have you tuned in. I'm Sheila Travis.
I'm Bob Lewis. I understand we got a Veterans Knife.
We do. We have several Veterans Day specials, Veterans Day being Monday, so we got a little jump start this weekend. And this is it. This is going to be one of the deals that we have here on the show.
It's $15, and 10 of it's going where?
Okay, so there is a $10 donation from this knife. The $10 will go to the Semper Fi Task Force. It's a Camp Out Among Them program where it takes like wounded veterans and they're able to do things that they can't do now, that they used to do. So that's one.
Good cause, good cause.
That is one of the causes. The other is the UTC Entrepreneurship Program, where selected veterans will get a free education to get them back into the workforce.
Great.
It's hard to readjust from military life to this world we live in. And so is a free college education. So support two organizations.
15 minutes to get adjusted out of basic training. I was happy with that,
Yeah.
but I wasn't in a combat situation, so I imagine those boys, it is tough.
Yes, and we are here to do all the
To help you, and thank you.
Yes, thank you
Okay,
so much.
Thank you. All right.
We are going to start with our woo. Woo means with order only. This is a 3-inch penknife. Follow
And
me and I'll make you fishers of men.
That is correct. Little sign on there. $6.88, you can get it for $4.88. And a lot of people used to call these the pen knives. They used to call them the pocket knife. But I'll tell you what, you give this to somebody, maybe a minister at your church, or anybody you want to, I guarantee you, they'll have it years later. $4.88. Now, let me tell you how the woo works. Woo means with order only. So if you placed an order, you don't have to pay $6.88 for that knife. You can get it for $4.88, all right? So that's how the woo works. And that's our woo, 103,568. Retail on it's $8.35. I'd say that's a super deal. Here's Jim's pick. This one's about 9.5 inches overall. I want to tell you about this. First of all, it's a survival knife. It was $13.50. Jimmy Frost picked these himself. You got serration out here on the point. You got serration here, serration on the bottom. Now, get through all this. You got a partially hollow handle right there where your fish hooks, matches, or whatever it is they got in here, and fishing line go in there. On the end, you've got a compass. And right here. Now, it's wrapped with this, it's not paracord, but it's cord. It'd be great for a tripwire, snare trap, just great wire to have out there in a survival situation. And it comes with a nylon sheath. This knife was $13.50, Jimmy Frost, and it is $7.88, okay? And that is Jim's pick for this week. 9.5 inches overall, folks, $7.88. That's not a deal. And like I said, it's got the compass there in the end of it.
Went on combat style this week.
Add to the order. This works just like a woo. You had, of course.
No, that's not right.
Okay.
That's our stag spotlight.
Okay, but it said.
This is the add to order.
This is the add to order, and that's right, because I remember it. The other one wasn't add to order. Okay, so we had a little graphics problem there. This happens sometimes.
It's okay.
But it's rare. Add $6.88, you get this one for $48. Sheila, what does that say? Don't have my glasses on.
There's two big bucks.
Two big bucks out there. Okay, add to order 103,567, and you can get this knife right here. It was $6.88. It's 3-inch closed, just like the other. $4.88.
Did you know that loader season this weekend?
I thought it was last week. I'm sure.
Season's going, but muzzleloader opened this weekend. They're after Roman.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, and I've said it's all about the rack. I've not seen any bucks this year except the one I told you about the other day. Here's Stag Spotlight at $27.75. This one is $22.50. Now, Sheila, I'm serious. I don't have no glasses on. This is the other.
Oh, okay.
You're going to have to help me here. All right, Sheila, those noises you hear of destruction over here is Sheila trying to set up the show. And this one has, in the picture, I'll tell you all about it. There there it is.
They're trying to.
Stainless steel pommel. That is a brass guard.
There we go.
Stag handled, colored wood spacers, and this one also has a leather sheath right up above it. Now, I picked up about a 5-year-old pair of glasses
Oh, really?
when I left the house. And we said, this ain't gonna help very much. Okay, Stag Spotlight at $22.50. It was $27.75.
That's awesome.
What's awesome, the Stag?
Yes, for $22.50. Perfect
say it
timing.
is.
8-inch, and it's Trophy Stag. That's a must-have. If you're looking for a Christmas gift or need it for now, that's good. This is made by Marble. The large Coke bottle frame, $23.50. What I really like about this knife is the color and the jigging. It looks like a Stag handle, and I do believe that's how they've kind of.
Pouring it, you got the Marbles pouch.
Yes. And the green, it's a pine green color. Bomb style shield, Marbles. $23.50.
Retail is around $46, maybe even a little bit more, and it's by Marbles. Got the crimp bolsters on it too. And Sheila was, I had a company call ago, but it's gone again.
I think it went to the Coke machine.
That could have. So, there you go. That's a big knife, okay? And when that thing's, look at that.
Jones is trying to give you a quarter.
I got a company quarter again. Now we're gonna do this for, you better get your quarter to the show. It'll be gone.
Maybe he spent it.
Huh?
He's
Nah.
just, you know.
He said that was one that was there yesterday, Bob. $50, and it's by Marbles. I like Marbles because of their history, doing some stuff with the military and a whole lot with the Scouts. I'm a believer in the scouting program because I had a lot of fun when I was a kid doing that. Okay.
Oh, last call on the case. Happy Halloween. This was a special made knife for 2019. This was their official Halloween knife. And it's $113.99, but this will be your final chance to buy. They did a custom serrated blade to match up with the pumpkin face, and it is unique in every way. So if you collect, this was the one for October for Halloween, but it'll be out of here after this weekend. That is on a single blade sow belly, and they did a black smooth bone, but they inlaid the pumpkin face inside of that black smooth bone. It was a really crafty idea. Case made in the USA, of course. $113.99, last call.
And it's a collector's item, believe it or not. That's direct from Case. That didn't go through our art department.
That is their creation. That is their design, the serrated custom blade to match everything. It was really cool. 103563. Oh my goodness. What do we have here?
You've been doing the artwork again. All right, Jingle Bell Box, $10.88. Jim's got a mystery item inside there, which generally Sheila knows but won't tell any of us. Wow.
That is something.
Wow. There was something that came through our earpieces here.
$10.88. Does that elf have a mustache? What's in this box? This is new. This is just me. Chase, have you been given any information? Jim's Jingle Bell for $10.88.
Wish I could see all that.
It is like it's a mystery box. I'm curious myself. I think I need to buy the box to see what's in there. I always unwrapped everything the tree before Christmas came around. I just can't.
You told me about that one year. You said that, and then you rewrapped it.
Well, yeah.
So that's where you got your acting
I
ability.
wouldn't
you had
want
to act
my
surprised.
mom to
You had
have her
act surprised.
feelings hurt.
There you go. Chief, you had to act surprised on Christmas morning.
She She kind of knew. And the Barbie doll, it never even was touched, so
You knew what was in there?
I knew what was in that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheap feather folder collection. There's 4 pieces here. Even if you look at the blade, it looks like a feather. But Sheila, look what they've done with all this titanium to give it this vivid colors here. I can see colors today.
That's good.
I can see that. Picked up the wrong glasses this morning, folks. I'm doing the best I can. Got a cheap right there on the guard. Got a pocket clip. Those are snapshots.
I love them.
Okay, $38.60, 103-643, and I'm gonna say this. If you got a knife shop out west somewhere, okay, that's gonna sell. If you're a collector, you're gonna love that Mr. or Mrs. Dealer. You're only paying $9.65 a piece for these. The retail is $120, item number 103-643.
The artwork you see is also the artwork you get on the back, too. I just wanted you guys to see that. They're fast snapshots, too. I can't. Okay, Gage is going to reach in there. Yeah. The feather folders, those are my favorites out of all we've carried here on the show.
I told him,
The colors are awesome.
I told him he gets a bonus for every one of them he opens fast. Let's see what happens.
There's a good little matchup to those tacticals. The Stoneworks Arrowhead Lockback is 4 1/4. Silver Horse Stoneworks makes this. You have these different colors. There's your blue turquoise, the red coral, black jet, and then they put an arrowhead for the shield right there in the center. Let me tilt it just a little bit. Maybe we can get it a little better. There's the arrowhead. Custom gift box, $38.50.
And that etching that you see right there on the blade she was trying to
Oh,
show
that's
you.
right.
$38.50, 4 1/4 inch closed. 57451, 440 stainless steel blade. Now the arrow's on one side, right, Sheila?
Yes, solid
Okay.
on the back.
$38.50. This is by Silver Horse. You've seen some of their work before. Really cool knife, kind of a collector's knife all the way around. 57451 Stoneworks Arrowhead Lockback. Here's the Marbles go-to axe. And I gotta tell you something. From the time this comes off of the wood, the rest of this axe is the business end. And let me just explain it to you. I don't have to have my good glasses to tell you about this one. Okay, check this out. This right, clearing out area to put your tent. Check this out. That is sharp. This is sharp. There's your nail puller down there. If you got to cut some roots out or whatever the case be, if you got a situation where you got to tighten up the little bolts where they run through the pins on the tent, you've got that. This part right here, I haven't figured that out yet, but I'm going to. I guarantee you it's good for something in there, that part. That's what it is. Full tank construction through this handle with a lanyard loop rope right there. And check this, and by the way.
And it's made to, you could use it as a little shovel.
Yeah, it'll do the shoveling part to get your trench around your tent. And I gotta tell you something, and this the hard way, dig a trench around your tent.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Then
there's
you got
also
the
the
sheath,
touch-up stone.
and you've got the sharpening stone right here, which fits in right here. So if you get it dull, go to sharpening.
That's a huge touch-up stump.
29, well, that's a huge tool down there.
But to think, I would put a $15 value just on the stone, and that's conservative. $29.95 for the go-to axe.
Retail is $69.95 on this one. Now, I'm gonna say this now. This is not a lightweight deal here. This will do all the things we talked about doing. And she's talking about the big, on me right here, but this big stone right here, this is what Sheila's referring to. That's not a little stone, okay? In fact, that pocket is big right there for it right there, Sheila.
Yes.
Okay?
Yep, you can always have it with you. Yep, we are proud of our veterans, and we have a buoy here for $15. A huge portion of it goes to help our veterans. And you can see the lasering here on the blade. Proud to be a veteran with the American flag. This is on a bayonet style buoy. Okay. And I'm trying to get the right angle. How about right there? So what we are going to do, your item number is 10366. It's $15, but $10 from the purchase of this will go to two different organizations. One is the Semper Fi Task Force. Camp Out Among Them is an outdoor program for our veterans. And then also the other one is the UTC Entrepreneurship Program. And that's where your veterans can get a free college education, the ones that are selected. And then they can...
UTC means University of Tennessee at Chattanooga.
Yes, and so they can study a different field, they can get a college degree, and ready to re-enter the workforce. Proud to be a veteran. Brand new Silver Horse. This one's called the Silver Horse Ranch.
$98 for these 7 pieces that you are looking at here. Sheila, what we got? Turquoise, and what's the yellow on this one? Is that turquoise also?
Yes.
All right. Now, on top up here, you got the big boy. That's a big 5, maybe 5 1/4, probably 5-inch lockback with sunburst bolsters right there. And it's got the, I'm better off without the glasses. It's got the Silver Horse. I think I have my brother's glasses. That's what it is. And some of these have the spining, the tooling on the back of the spine. See right here? I mean, just really cool work. Let's see what this has got. Whoa, that looked good. Okay, and that is not damaged. There's your tooling on the back too. These boys spend a lot of time putting these things up, and I have no trouble at all tearing them down in just a minute. Okay.
Saddlehorn Trapper, Large Wrangler, Stockman, they are Rockwell tested. 5658, there's your 4-blade Congress. Premium Trapper, beautiful, with the blue and the yellow turquoise. But now you'll also see some abalone on these, because there's the yellow portion of turquoise. Okay, this one's rolling around. You have red turquoise, and then you also have a spacer of abalone that is sitting in there too. It just kind of gives it that
And if you don't
pop.
think turquoise is expensive, watch
There
the
it
new
is.
show on television about a mining turquoise.
Okay, there's the spacers right there. 2-blade toothpick. Brand new 7-piece set. I was really impressed. These were only $14 a piece. I think that is a fantastic price tag for this. I would have put them more around $22 or $24 a piece.
Retail
at least.
$353.22. Sheila's right. These are only $14 a piece. That's $98. You're getting 7 pieces, and even the box is pretty cool on these, Sheila.
Yes.
A lot of work there. Here's just around the corner. $68.50. Retail on this set is $227.76, but at Cutlery Quarter Network, you only pay $68.50. 9 pieces total. You got the hatchet right there on top with a composition handle, stainless steel blade, stainless steel guard, lanyard loop hole in the back, and you've got the nylon sheath. Now you've got 8 other pieces in here and buffalo horn, and it starts off with that doctor's knife coming around right there. Well, here, we'll start off with a lockback. How about that? And they've got real close-up shots. Got to take my glasses off. You got a doctor's knife with a spatula blade, and you got that saddle horn with almost the beaver tail blade there on one of them.
Just around the corner. I would say we're about 45 days away from Christmas. Christmas is just around the corner. And these are your new Steel Warrior buffalo horn. Classic look, $7.61 a piece. Polished up, beautiful buffalo horn. And then that camp axe is always handy to have. For sure. 103582 on just around the corner. Next is a Christmas stocking. Every year we stuff a stocking with knives. You will get it just like this. You'll get the stocking and everything, and That's as many knives as we could put in the stocking. This is actually a 10-piece set. It's $39.95. We'll go through all the different items that are in the stocking. I could pick out 2. Where is the other one I was going to show you? Where did it go?
You talking about buffalo horn?
No, I'm talking about the one that's still here in the box.
That one is the one that's
This
still
one.
in the box.
You get a hen and rooster paring knife and also the Sharps 12-inch fixed blade. Those 2 items would be your $39.95.
And she's correct on that, because you'll see that Sharps knife in other sets. I haven't seen that paring knife.
I know.
But like 1 or 2 times.
I thought everybody
ever.
would enjoy a little splash of
You
yellow.
did good.
But see, the deal gets even sweeter. You have this particular item right here that is a bolo necklace knife. That's a cool little item to have. Get back up there. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna knock it all over. Oh, okay.
Just because you said you were going to do it didn't mean you had to do it.
Well, how did my head end up in the picture?
All right,
Hold on.
there's your Santa knife right there. Okay, you saw us. We had that one for $4.88 by itself earlier.
Well,
Actually, it wasn't that same blade, was it?
right, this is the new, this is a booby trap. Santa Claus booby. Oh my, okay, let me just
We'll show you all this when.
wait,
You
no.
want to borrow these glasses? that aren't mine?
I'm not giving up. I'm just gonna do it my way. Let's do this. Okay,
Sheila, you
Yes?
are on a roll.
this is the stocking, okay? There's 10 items in the stocking. I'm gonna hold them up one at a time, so you guys just work with me on this. We've already covered the hen and rooster paring knife. This is your 12-inch Sharps cutlery knife, okay? The one over here on the side, I'm real excited about that one too. That's done in a Christmas green. I didn't even touch that. I was nowhere even near that. This is a total trap.
Do me a favor.
Black
Mark
Hills.
this time frame. We're going to use
Black Hills
this
steel.
as a clip for later.
How long have these been sitting here by
Wow.
themselves? I've got
Wow.
Joe here.
Christmas reel
Look,
for that, yeah.
This is the buckshot. That's a 5-inch lockback. Now, this one's a little different. Let me explain. This one is also a snapshot. Ouch, and it's sharp. Okay, that is your, this is your storm chaser. It's live TV, I can't help it. Now, I was really excited about the Merry Christmas Santa Claus knife over here on the
The
side.
cameras can't get the shots. They've all backed up about 10 feet from you.
Okay, wait a minute. What do you have, Joe? Okay, look, there's more. We're gonna give you some pocket knives. Can I have another close-up of this?
How many minutes did you give this set?
I'm
I think
sorry.
you're going to have to triple
Look,
up.
that's buffalo horn. That's the little baby diamondback and buffalo horn. You also get a bright red trapper. This is a red pig bone bright red trapper.
Folks, we did not plan this
I
morning.
think I was set up. This is your necklace. Okay. Now, did I cover it all? Wait, I know there's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm missing one, guys.
It's probably the one behind the thing that's a paring knife.
No, I counted it. We got Joe down here on the floor. He found it. It's the tree bark camo. You get another tactical.
Show them the stocking, but
Okay.
a long ways away from that. There's the stocking, there's the boxes that
Okay.
all come
That
in.
would have to be the most graceful presentation I've
Can we all give her a
ever
hand?
had.
Hey.
I thought it was a great deal. I didn't want you guys to miss out. But you'll also get the stocking, this big buoy. And the reality is the big buoy and your hen and rooster paring knife, worth your buy. Everything else is just Santa magic.
Well, okay, all right, Christmas stocking,
Yeah.
103,635, 10 pieces.
I can only do so much.
$39.95. She did a great job on that. 10 pieces total. You sure you don't want to borrow these glasses?
These guys had it all set up, and then I don't know what happened.
Okay, hey, that was great. That was really neat. All right, so here we go. Now we've got the Hey, this looks like the Civil War set that we sold. We had, yeah, yeah. Our director's giving us some information through our ear here about the last presentation there. But hey, I've done worse than that, Sheila. I can't remember when, but I've done worse than that. Okay, right up here you got the battles of the Civil War. Right there is the Stars and Bars. You got a revolver there. Here's the American flag. And as you go down and look through each one of these knives, you're going to see the different battles of each of these major battles here. And the one, let's see here. I'm going to say Gettysburg is probably in the center.
Gettysburg's that red.
Red, it's been moved. These have been moved around. This is Gettysburg in the red. There you go. I'm going to look on your cameras because my glasses will not allow me to see this way. There's Gettysburg. Go down to another one. What does that one say? All right, we got shot. No, that's Chickamauga. Yep, that's right down the road here, boys, about 14 miles. Stars and Bars on the shields, too. Get us another one right here. Vicksburg, siege of Vicksburg. What do we got here on this blue boy? We passed one right there. What does that one say? No, that's siege of Vicksburg. You got that one. What was this gray one here? There's not much light on it, son. I can't see that one. What do you got up there? What was it? Manassas. All right, what we got on top up there? I'm trying to get them all. I had them all listed and written down on the back of this thing. And the card is gone. Chancellorsville. Excuse me, some pretty tough battles here. Of course, Gettysburg, after Gettysburg, the South was no longer to go. They couldn't penetrate into the North any further. That pretty well stopped them. And that stopped Bobby Lee and his troop right there. They couldn't go any further. That's when the war started going, no pun intended, south for the Confederate Army. 101-398, you get this, okay? Great looking octagon type of sheath. I'll tell you what I was doing the last time. I was opening the door and looking at each one of these, okay? $128, 4¼ inch closed on both of these knives here. There's trappers and they're etched on both blades. A really cool Christmas present. Retail is $226.67. You only pay $128. Now, what is this here? The Arnaud Bernard Tusk keychain.
We are just about sold out of all of the Arnaud Bernard knives, but we have the keychain.
Sheila, that's only one item. You want to present this one?
I'm good. I'm not going to touch another thing. This is the Warthog Tusk keychain.
And that is, you're not going to believe this. We were looking at Warthog today. You know how this thing works? It's the first time I've seen it.
How a keychain works?
No, I thought it had a knife right here. I know how a keychain works.
Oh.
That's cute.
That's. I didn't know where you're going with that.
Now this is a Warthog Tusk. And by the way, I'll tell you something about warthogs. Of course, they are part of the swine family. But you know how they make it in Africa? They can go up to 2 months without water.
Oh.
Okay? Tough animals. Tough animals. Over the thousands of years, they generated that. But this is Arnaud Bernard, $38.50. 2½ inches overall. I thought it had a little knife thing inside there too.
Just the keychain.
And I'm gonna tell you something. That's impressive. You don't get
It
a
is.
touch.
It's cool. It's really cool. Sharp's Edge. This is your Sharp's collection of buoys. They are 12-inch fixed plates. The Outlaw buoy, the molasses stripe. We have the black forest wood and the swoop. The double swoop here, stainless steel inlay. They have also engraved the guard and done some extra detail work on the ones that have pommels too. That's just $11.69 a piece. One at a time, they're typically $18.75. Sharp's Edge, $46.75.
A lot of work. You know, Sheila, you can always spot a Sharps knife from across the room because they put that extra detail in. It's full tank construction here. Two pieces of wood right here, two types of wood that they are using. You've got all kinds of, look at all this inlay work here, plus the work on the guard on this one. You're getting 4 pieces for $46.75. Each one of them comes with a sheath. Retail is $151.33. There's that double emblem in there. She says the double swoop. It's also got a guard on it, full tank construction. $11.69 a piece. $46.75. You don't pay the retail $151.33 here on Cutlery Corner Network. Only $46.75, $11.69 a piece. The Sharps Edge. Looky here, bite the bullet.
Lead edge.
This is a whole new ball game here. $14.75. You got looks like a necklace bullet right there, and it's
has a blade.
The blade goes in the shell casing and comes out, and you got a bullet handle. It'll be a great little letter opener, or a defense weapon if you need it to be.
It's a little push knife.
Okay, and also Gage is just dying to show you that. There it is, Gage. Go ahead, son. All right, got that? How quick that is? That's a lead edge. Look, it's just a cool knife. And they're not lightweight, they're not so heavy, you don't care. Can you put that bullet back into the necklace? Watch this. Watch this. Now twist that up in there. Now Gage is gonna put it on for you around his neck and show you how it goes. Go ahead there, Gage. That's cool, isn't it? $14.75.
What is that? Does it look like a 30-06? Is that what it's made for? Okay.
Sorry. $14.75, 2 pieces here, the knife and the bullet. You know
That's
what?
really a good deal. That's worth
that's what I was about to say. This is a good
That's
deal.
worth 12.
This is a good deal right here. I have no problem with that set whatsoever. Hey, here's a select barrel knife. And of course, this is what you call the bartender's knife that they issue you when you are a veteran at the bar on the other side of the bar, okay? Serving the drinks. You got the bottle opener, you got the slit can opener that you can slit stuff, then you got the corkscrew for the wine, and then you got a primary blade on top of that, and it is shaped like a whiskey barrel, the old-time whiskey barrel.
Made by Rough Rider. It has barrel. I'm gonna try this.
Select barrel, don't hurt yourself.
Select barrel.
Hey, Mr. Director, is there any way for the next time that we do that set, we could just run her what she did over there on the stocking again?
It's forever.
Because we got,
It's forever.
because we gotta go take a break.
It's forever gone.
No,
Whatever.
we're saving that one. That was the laugh tracks. That was world class. Select barrel knife, 5'2", 488, $14.60. Hey, here's the Buck D2 Slim, $100. Now the difference, this is D2 metal in here, correct?
Yeah, D2.
Okay. I looked that up again before the show because I got into a conversation with somebody on the phone about this. D2 is higher carbon and higher chromium, a little more heat treating. Now, our knives primarily are 56, 58 Rockwell hardness test. Right there in the center, Sheila, right where, you know, the average person's gonna be. These knives in D2 are from 55 to 62, okay? So they can be a little harder than what we normally use, okay? So it depends on how they do it. And also too, sharpening's a little bit different program on these because if they're up there around 66, they're pretty hard. Remember, more chromium and more of these than normal most of the knives. This is by Buck, and that handle, is that micarta?
Yes.
Okay, linen micarta handle, and we were looking at this the other night, 5-inch close. This is by Buck Knives, okay? And it says D2 steel on that one. I want to let you know about that one. Here's the Campfire Collection, $16.30. You got 2 knives. Each one of these has that broad, like base for the handle with paracord wrapped up in the end. One of them has a strike stick, the magnesium strike stick, or does both of them have? Just one of them? All right, all those two knives and the strike stick go into the sheath up here. Above it, you have the survival tool. You have the spoon fork, which they call a spork. And then you've got the tool right there, the little wrench at the end of it on the handle. You also got a miniature carabiner that goes with it. So you got a fire starter, two knives with paracord wrap. You got a sheath that handles all three of those items, and you get the camp knife with the little tools with it and a spoon fork combination with a carabiner to put it on your keychain. $16.30, retail of $56.96.
The fire starter also has a striker with it. You don't have to use your
Blade.
knife blade as the striker. Thought that was nice.
New Silver Horse Roundup, $138.50. Retail on this one. What is the retail on this, Mr. Director? I got different pictures up here. Retail on this is $355.74. You're only paying $138.50. There's 7 pieces. And it looks like to me, Sheila, you got some artwork on every bolster. You got saltwater mother of pearl, and you've also got the turquoise. Are those echelons in there? That's abalone. Beautiful knives. I mean, this is something else here. I'll tell you what, we just need to get real good close-up on that. There it is. This thing sells itself. Look at the tooling on the spine on these. This is probably one of the prettiest sets we've had tonight.
We saw earlier the turquoise that was done in the yellow and the blue, but this is the new line also that came out in the pearl and the turquoise. Either one, fabulous. Collect them both.
This is a fantastic looking set.
The Roundup. 103647. You can do the add to order, Jim's pick, and then also your woo of the week too. All those specials are still out there. Front and back, they're the same. The front portion does have your shield of the Silver Horse, and the reverse side you can see is just solid. Look at this big 5-inch lockback. A knife like that would be probably around $50 typically.
Sheila, it's okay, we can see them.
And, or the Trapper. You know, that's where we're normally used to seeing these knives priced.
I'm warning all you camera people, back up 2 steps.
42, I know. But that's just $19.79 a piece. Those are perfect for the Christmas holiday. Look at that. They are gorgeous. Wanting something special for the holidays is.
Look at that Congress. Those 4 blades, there's no telling how many hours they've got in that thing. Beautiful work. Retail $355.74. These 7 pieces, you get it for $138.50, 7 pieces. And you talk about a collector's dream, this is it. Or you can make 7 people real happy at Christmas.
True.
I think Mr. and Mrs. Dealer can do real well too. Here's the Shredder bolt action crossbow. And this one has, how far will this, what's the pull on this one?
220.
Okay. This is a little bit bigger than the other one. The bolts on this one, it also comes with 3 targets and 3 of the arrow points. Now, this is not a toy. I'm going to repeat. This is not a toy.
Well, let me clarify. It's an 80-pound draw, a 220 length
Okay.
shot distance. It has the small game bolts.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
It's got adjustable sights up there. There's your target bolts. Now this one has the shoulder piece and the pistol grip piece on it. They'll show you there in just a second. There's your game bolts. $74.50, 24 inches overall. It's not a toy. And you don't have to pay $300 for it either. Small game crossbow, and you can do some target practicing also.
This one, the back of it, I believe,
Breaks down,
breaks down.
so you can,
That's the way you
cock it.
cock it, I guess.
Yep.
Very
Yep, 80
powerful.
pound
We
draw,
only have
225 feet per second with aluminum bolts, with the plastic bolts, aluminum bolts 175, fiberglass limb, easy cocking stock, upper and lower weaver rails. They're talking about right here, okay? So you can put a scope on that if you want to. And the rear side, of course, is adjustable. This thing weighs a little under 2 pounds. I mean, it's the real deal. I like this. Apparently, there's a target in there too. It says it includes target.
This is your Cape Buffalo Christmas. What's is this? Oh,
This is a different one here. We got
it's the Bulldog line.
yeah. Somebody's jumped around on me there. I don't know where we're at now.
Cape Buffalo Christmas.
Which one are they on?
103644.
6875, and right there is your 3-blade in the Dirt Buster, and that's buffalo horn handle material on it. There are 7 pieces in this set. Retails $190.11. You're only paying $9.82 a piece.
And that is a big deal. $9.82 for Bulldog pocket knives. That's a fantastic buy for a toothpick or the 3-blade Dirt Buster. You get a premium trapper, large Wrangler, locking copperhead, the medium-sized trapper, peanut and toothpick. This is a big bang for your buck here. I was looking at the blade.
Wow. You want to sit in this chair here? Wow.
Y'all need to just sit me in the corner.
Good gracious. Talk about on a roll. Folks, she just stopped on one. She just busted and shredded one of the display little pieces that you see
Well,
right
it
there.
shouldn't have been on the floor.
Okay. $68.75 for these 7 pieces. Folks, we're trying to concentrate here. Sheila's on a roll. All right, here's a set of a Cholla ladder lock. Now, that's Cholla wood. You've seen them down in New Mexico, Texas, probably in Mexico too. What they've done is where the Cholla wood has those natural canals and cutouts that it looks like in there. They put turquoise in them. It's on one side.
It's a skeleton of a cactus.
Yeah, and don't touch it.
I'm not getting anywhere near it.
Don't touch it. Sheila, you
Oh, wow.
$120 for 1/8 inch closed. Tim, don't you ever lose this tape. Okay, you tape everything she's doing. We can get a whole show out of this.
I'm going to sit right here.
4 1/8 inch extortion. 4 1/8 inch closed. Now let me tell you something. Let me over just a minute, Gage. I got to tell you something. They're doing the best they can on getting you some. I don't want to mess up that close-up shot. He finally got a good shot.
That is beautiful.
Sheila is sitting across the room.
Being very still.
This is not a day for her to be fooling
still.
with sharp items.
Look,
Okay, and
we only have
lock,
10.
that's a liner lock right there. Cholla.
See,
and that's turquoise you're seeing in there, real
Yeah.
turquoise. Now this other one kind of pops out that you're about ready to see here. See this one in the
So
trapper?
pretty.
But this one, Sheila, this has Damascus. Are y'all okay over there? This is catching, okay? touch restriction. All right, Santa Fe Cholo Trapper with Damascus, barnboard Damascus, 120 bucks, 4 1/8 inch clothes. Check out the turquoise on this one. Now on the back side, you know, they don't have the Cholo wood on it. This is very expensive, very labor intensive. I want to show you what's on the back.
It's black jet,
Yeah, it's like black jet on the back, but check this out.
Damascus blades.
Now, y'all seen Chase put the Cholo wood up on the screen for us one day, and I know that you folks have seen them if you've been out west, and some of you like me probably didn't know what you was looking at. But the Cholo wood, there it is right there. We're seeing it, y'all, you guys are not, but it's showing pieces of the Cholo wood.
Which I had it described as it was a cactus tree. This is the skeleton frame of that.
Yeah, that's probably pretty close. Now, see, it looks like where the gold pieces are in there. By the way, you find turquoise where there's copper, okay? Found that out, little research on that one, okay? And that's turquoise down in the Cholo
Those
wood.
are the only two knives that we have on the show with that unique Cholo.
And incidentally, the only two knives she hasn't dropped. So they're gonna be a true value.
I'm not going anywhere near.
Santa Fe Cholo Trapper, $120 on this one with Damascus barnwood, barn board Damascus on this one. Absolutely cool. This is new from Santa Fe, $120, 4 1/8 inch clothes. Retail of $249.95.
A big thanks to Chase for rounding them up. I couldn't find them.
They were afraid to let you have them. 103-521.
Where did y'all find? Were they hiding them from me? I don't know.
Okay.
Promise, I'll take care of it.
Okapi cane cutters. Now, I think these are made in South Africa, but I want to show you something about them. Trust me, this old boy right here has slung way more machetes than what I want to talk about. Now, this is your traditional machete, what I call the items that are in front of you. You want to get out of the way. You got the wood handle pinned through here, and this is Okapi. Good machete for knocking stuff out of the way in front of you. But I'll tell you something, occasionally, you got to get serious. Let me get this thing out of here. I don't want to do it.
Okay, the one you just set down was 21 and a half. This one is 25 3/4.
This one, remember the bush axe that you might have had around the farm when you were a kid or your granddad had? This is what that reminds me of it. But you can also, see this up here? You can also hook that cane, get it over there close to you, grab it, and chop it. And you can go down lower for the bigger pieces of cane or whatever it is you're cutting. And Okapi makes both these. You're getting both these for $29.90. Both pieces, $29.95. Okapi cane cutters. Retail is $69.90. You get both, so you don't have to decide. You're gonna get both, okay? And this one right here, it's so broad and got the weight, it'll do the work for you. Remember how your granddad used to say, when you had the pickaxe, let the mattock do the work for you, the weight, don't work yourself. This one's got weight, full tank construction through here. $29.95 for both of them, okay? Okapi cane cutters. And shit, you want to get the other one back up there? All righty.
This is your Marbles 2-blade folding hunter. Looks just like the Coke bottle we had a little bit earlier, the one that was done in the pine green.
Now, this is a true hunter.
They call it stag bone folding hunter. The
This
jig.
is stag, what they call stag?
It's
bone?
the
Just dyed?
jig.
The
The
jig,
jigging.
okay. The jigging is what they're talking about. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that marbles up there. Let me turn it down a little bit like that. Oh, that didn't help, did it? There it is. You can see it kind of. All right. Beautiful. This is by Marbles right here.
Christmas green.
Yep. And it does come with this pouch back here behind it.
We only have 41 of these left. And it's just $19.75. We'll get to the veteran buoy in just a second. But the marbles that you're looking at is 54915.
We were looking at this in the warehouse there not long ago. We're talking about if you got a Derringer that you want to carry out to the range or whatever, you can pull the knife out of there and put the knife in your pocket, put a Derringer in there. It would take a very small it looks like to me like some of the pistol pouches I've seen before. Marvel's Folding Hunter Stag Bone, and it comes with a $4 or $5 pouch. $19.75. Here's our Proud to Be a Veteran. This is $15. This one's set up like a bayonet. And
You know,
we
have never sold that fixed blade before.
If somebody can get a shot over here, I've watched what's happened to Sheila tonight. I'm not touching it, okay? This one is set up like a bayonet with the holes up here. This is a composition type of sheath, and it says right there, well, my glasses are doing it again.
God bless our veterans.
God bless our veterans. I figured it out. I have my brother's glasses on, folks. I apologize. 103-661, $49.68. $15 for this, and $10 goes, let's see, it's split up, goes to the veterans, and some of it goes to UTC Veterans Program for reintroductory into civilian life, correct?
Yes, they'll get a free, the ones that are selected will get a free college education at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga.
Rosewood Wonders here, 2 pieces at $48.50. Retails $105.33. You only pay $24.50. That's a Buck Creek right up there on that top one. 2 stainless steel pins, full tank construction. You see the Buck Creek there on the tang stamp. It's upswept. It's got serration on the top for your thumb rest. Brass guard. Comes with that leather sheath, which is right there above it. Full tank construction. Now look at this one. This has got your brass star on the inlay of that rosewood. Then it's got the Black Hill Steel Mule and Miner right there. Also, too, if you take a close look at it, the guard up there, well, they're on up to the sheath. In other words, it had some more metal on it up around the guard that swings back across the rosewood down on each side. It is a beautiful knife in this lockback. It's $48.50 for both pieces. That's Buck Creek up there with a leather sheath. Folks, you get the Black Hills lockback and you get the Buck Creek Hunter. Retail $105.33. You get them both for $48.50. What a great Christmas item here. 103-3661. Here's the early bird special. This one was $72.50. You can get these 4 pieces. Now, Sheila and I had this one, I think the other day, $56.50, and according to what we're looking at over here, we sold some pieces too.
Well, this is a really awesome buy. The Choctaw in here, the standard Choctaw that you're looking at right there, it's 3 3/4. It sells for $30. In this buy, it's $14.13, and that same discount applies to all the other frames too. There's the Barracuda lockback. You will also get the premium trapper and the large Wrangler Stockman. $56.50, early bird special. That special price tag is good for 1 week. So when this Wednesday rolls around, next Wednesday, everything changes over. Basically, you only have a few more days to get in on the early bird special, and then it'll change over to something else. Blue and red turquoise, Silver Horse Stoneworks, also making these. And the majority of that handle is a black and white comp. Kind of looks like lightning bolts in it.
You talking about with that white?
The way the white streaks through. Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. And the scallop bolster, or sunrise bolsters, that some people call them. It's a work of art. Here's the carbon fiber Elite Assist. And this is set up to look like carbon fiber. They've done a good job. Actually, it's a composite here. $888, 4.5-inch clothes. That can't be carbon fiber at that price. It's set up to look that way, isn't it? Okay, and that's a liner lock. Got a pocket clip on the back. Good looking knife. Son, go ahead and open that up and show them how that knife works. You're right in between 2 cameras. Don't cut yourself. There you go. There's your pocket clip on the back side. $8.88 for that good looking tactical. Gage was on another break. He'll be back in just a few minutes. $34.95. Carbon fiber Elite Assist 59872. And that's a great money maker for the dealer. And I got to tell you what, Sheila, just people that are looking and thinking of Christmas presents, that's a great one. Here's a Crowing Rooster Blues at $24.50, 3 pieces right here. That's a kind of a comp handle that they got here. You got a 5-blade Congress up there. Then on the bottom right, that is the cigar frame whittler, 3-blade. And then on the other one, I believe you're looking at, that is a Wrangler. Now, I'm going to tell you something. We got Sheila resting over here. We want to make sure that she's resting. And we have, boys, let's don't let her have any big knives tonight, okay? I'll take those on, okay? Look here, all 3 pieces. Now, Sheila, this is that Bahama blue look, and it has sold for us.
It's Blue Bayou is what
Blue
its
Bayou.
real name is.
I'm saying Bahama. Crowing Rooster Blues, you know, you do it, I'm going to do it too.
It's a sister to a Coraline.
Okay, all right.
Really pretty.
103,
That seems
587.
to be the color of choice for Christmas, too. I've seen a lot of that color in Christmas knives.
All right, now this little bitty knife right here, okay? I want to show this to you because you can see why, particularly today, for whatever reason, we're all trying to look out for Sheila. And this one is...
I know my limits. I am not going anywhere.
Yeah, she's not going to show you this one. This one is somebody got, we're going to have to use high technology to just measure it, I guess. Look at this knife. This is like what I used to call the hardware store display knives. Pops out, got the guard here. We can hear you here over here, Gage. And it's got a lock back here in the back, wooden handle, brass guard, brass pommel. Let's see what this thing measures out to be here. You folks, okay, let's go. Is it 18 inches overall? That's about what it is, 18 inches overall. Is that not one cool looking knife right here? Normally, Sheila can juggle these things. She's only got cut about every month since I've been here, but she does a really good job. But today, she is struggling somewhat. I think you're excited about our deals in Christmas. How about that, Sheila?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm just a little more clumsy than others, I guess.
$48. They call it the Paul Bunyan Stiletto. And item number 103668. It is 18 inches, okay? Look, you got a friend at the office, tell them you're going to send them a little pocket knife. That's what I'd do. Send them this thing. I guarantee you they'll have a big time with it.
Merry Christmas Santa knives. A dealer dozen of our Santa pen knives. They are 3-inch, old-fashioned Santa Claus. They did a wonderful job with the artwork on this. It has the holly leaves and berries, Merry Christmas and Santa. You can mail those out. Instead of Christmas cards, mail those out and say Merry Christmas, because they're only $5 a piece. Hand them out to some employees or maybe your favorite customers that come by and shop your store. Buy them and resell them.
$5 a piece, retail $150.
At $5
$5 a piece.
You could if you went $9.88, if you had those sitting like at the counter of a gas station or something like that, $9.88, they would sell like crazy. Merry Christmas. About 45 days away from Christmas. Unbelievable.
Okay, so we got a little network break right here. We'll be back in about a pair of seconds. Here's the Benchmark kitchen set. And I mean, this is a good looking kitchen set, but it's got some really cool deals here. I want to show you. And this is a shame because when we first saw this, we was thinking about Sheila. Because Sheila sometimes has, when they're slotted there, she can't find it. But check this out. Sheila, you can find it every time here. Have you seen this?
I know, I love them.
Check this out.
They just
go
drop.
right in there. And I'm going to take them out.
Drop them anywhere.
I'm going to take this out so you can see it. Where even a clumsy guy like me, you're going to get to see the knives as I put them out here. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not cool? Now, check this out. Who's got it? Who's got the shot? See the little straws right in here? like fiberglass, really, really sharp. Now you got it. Okay, now watch this. I'm gonna just put in the paring knife, okay? I'll put it up here in the corner, watch. It don't matter where it goes, okay? You can put it in there. Let's take this big knife, the chef's knife here, okay? See what I mean? Now let's just say that you normally use the 3 knives down front. Then put the 3 knives down front that you normally use, because you don't have to use the slots that has been prepared for you in most cases, and they'll just fit anywhere you want to put them in there. Is that not wicked cool? I love this.
They have an awesome edge to them too. I tried them out the other day.
That's that black subdued, yeah, they will bite you. Comp handle right there, great for the kitchen. Whoop, we got another shot. I'm trying to get the box out of the way there a minute. Comp handle right there. Here's the box. They've been around since 1978, benchmark. And this is one cool looking, I'm gonna tell you something, that's a big deal for me in my kitchen. It really is, because I can make a mess walking in the kitchen door.
Good one if you have a kid going off to college,
6 pieces right there.
bachelor. That's a good one.
No, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yep, 4, 5, 6 in this right here. Okay,
This
now
is-
the folding hunter paradise.
No, that's not what we're looking at.
That's not what we're looking at.
No.
Right here's not what we're looking at?
No, these are trappers by
These
Bulldog.
are trappers? Okay. They don't look like folding hunters there.
No.
Well, you could hunt with them. However, the graphics are wrong.
This might be stocking stuffers, maybe?
I don't know, Mr. Director, can you help us out there, brother? 103642, brother. They're
okay.
working on it. I want to tell you, hey, it's good looking trappers any way you want to look
They're
at it.
Bulldog trappers.
Yeah, they are. You got the ox horn, you got the,
Antique green, we have
Yep.
the buffalo horn, and the solid ox horn, and the Cancun blue.
Bulldog Trapper Pack 4650. You get all 4 of them for $46.50. Now the retail's $90.61. You're only paying $11.63 a piece. And look at this. I can't guarantee you that every one of these ox horns is going to look this way. Did you see this? Mm-hmm. Isn't that cool looking? I can't guarantee they're going to look that way, because I promise you they won't. It's natural material. They're all different. They're even different from one side to the other. But if you want a good trapper with good natural material on the handles, $11.63, Mr. and Mrs. Dealer. There it is right there. If you're a collector, why not that trapper set? If you're an individual, you're buying at wholesale and below, and you give somebody 4 great Christmas presents.
And it's just $11.63 a piece. Where can you go and spend $11.63 and get a Christmas gift that's that nice? Most of the time you spend more money for lunch than that. And those are German stainless, Rockwool tested 5658, and 4 awesome handles. They've slanted and crimped the bolsters on those too. Here we have a Vietnam War 2-piece collection, $24.75. The large buoy is a 12-inch, and then your Snapshot Tacticals, 4.5. Then you have the scene, the Vietnam War scene on both blades.
Okay, what'd you say the tactical was here?
4.5.
I'm hunting my microphone. There it is. Okay, now, you see the troops out there in the field. You can see that brilliant Vietnam green right there. It's got the dates, Vietnam War, celebration here. It's DTM, direct to metal on the blade with the camouflage on the handle, lanyard loophole right there. It does come with a nylon sheath. And then down below, you've got the same pattern on both sides, and it's got a pocket lock, or a pocket clip, excuse me, and a liner lock right here, okay? And generally, the 2 or 3 that I've been fooling with are pretty quick, just like that one right there. $24.75. Vietnam War, 100912. Here's stocking stuffers. $49.95, 4 pieces. And on these stocking stuffers, you have the stag bone rosin. And you've got that mother of pearl with that swirl blue in it and the swirl red. And then you got oxhorn up there on the other one. All 4 of them, $49.95, all 4 pieces. Retails $118.40. You only pay $49.95. That's $12.49 a piece. Item number 102533, $49.95. And a super deal here on the stocking stuffers. You know the high heel's a bottle opener there. A lot of people don't know that. These came out in the 30s and 40s, all the way up into the early 60s. They had advertising on them, like soft drinks and things of that nature on the sides of them, instead of where we have the natural material, except for the stag bone rosin. And stag bone rosin is ground up stag and ground up bone poured into a rosin. That's the one on top left. Here is the Samurai sidearm. $24.85, 12 inches overall, 100562, retail of $49.95. You got the black comp handle, modified tanto, blade, and it is wicked. 12 inches overall. Now, with that leather sheath, got a lanyard loop hole there on the end of it. I like this knife. 100562 Samurai sidearm, $24.85. And we've sold a bunch of these. If you get this knife right here, I tell you what, you're gonna be proud of it. There's something about the geometry on the blade, the way that thing is set up, the engineering of it is stout, very, very thick on top. And gets there. In fact, Gage is right over beside it asking me if he can show it to you. Go ahead, Gage. There you go. That's why I was trying to show you how thick it is on top with that comp handle there. And that's black leather sheath. 12 inches overall, $24.85. Retail of $49.95. Here's a ram's horn trio here. That is ram's horn you see. This is by Steel Warrior, so it's gonna have great fit and finish. There's your little 2-blade right there. Look at that ram's horn. Looks like it's tooled, but it is not. Okay, then right there in the center of it, if you look at that Wrangler, it's even got the one in the center that, well, that's a toothpick. Okay, not much is detailed on it. Of course, it's got a smaller handle. And then center of it is the Wrangler. And Chase, that's the knife in the middle up there. 101672, $24.83. There it is. I knew y'all were waiting to see it. We were getting phone calls. Retail $72.35. You're only paying $8.28 a piece. 101672. Retail of $72.35. Hey, what a deal. Here is the Bullet Sidekick, $13.75. 53552. And of course, this looks like almost a 50 caliber round. It is large. And it also it folds up, it makes a liner lock. And then see that black thing right there? That's a sleeve you can put over it with a pocket clip on it where you can hold that in your pocket. Neat looking item, 5.5 inches closed, $13.75 for this item. And I mean, it's not just a novelty item too. It is really, really, really a great item at that price point, 53552. Retail on the item is $29.95. You pay $13.75. 53552, Bullet Sidekick, $13.75. Here's the Case Golden Age Cheetah And I got to tell you, this is W.R. Case and Sons. I call this the double safety knife. Now, let me explain it to you, okay? That knife right there, when you open it up, and Gage is going to open it for us there. When you open it up, watch this. The guard comes out. The guard comes out, and then it locks also. Check that out. Then it's a locking knife. As you can see on the back right there, it will have he's got his thumb over it now, but we'll get her focused there in a minute. There it is. And it's got that lock back on it. Now, folks, this is Case. The cheetah, hang on to the packaging. I cannot tell you enough to hang on to that packaging. $78.13, 4 3/8 inches closed. 103,461 Case Golden Age cheetahs. Retail $121.95, and this is from W.R. Case and Sons. If you don't have this in your collection, you might want to take a look at that. Here's the all leather, no lace, $29.25. You've got the upswept Skinner there with the stacked leather handle, stainless steel pommel, stainless steel guard, and then you've got the clip blade with the blood groove in it. And as I sit here and look at my computer, I'm going to try to give you some information. Well, it just went away. I was going to try to give you the length on it. So that means we're going to have to measure them because my computer don't work. Let's see what we got here. On the short one, you got one of these that's 11 5/8 and the other one's 9 inches. That means this is 9 inches right here, and this is 11 5/8. Look at that stacked leather in there. Each one of them, well, this one comes with a sheath. The larger one comes with a nylon sheath. Both of them do come with a sheath, okay? $29.95, and that is a basket double-stitched leather sheath that you see right there. All right, here's the 10-3591. Merry Little Christmas in the peanut set. There's 10 pieces here. All right, now, here's what you're getting as they roll around here. The black, red, and blue, and the turquoise, the little abalone, the blue pick bone, brown molasses, dark red jig, the jade green, the leopard rosin, and the oxhorn. See the abalone in there that you got? That is beautiful. 10 pieces here total at $76.75. 103,591. Merry Little Christmas in the peanut set. Look at that oxhorn. I like oxhorn. That's a strawberry red. So you're paying $7.68 a piece for these with a retail of $667.93. So at $76.75, for under $77, you're getting 10. There's the leopard skin. You're getting 10 pieces that you can give away for Christmas. Or if you're a collector, why not get the peanut frame in 10 different handle materials to go with your collection right there. Merry Little Christmas Peanuts, item number 103591, $76.75. Here's the Stag Plus. $138 on these. 5 pieces total. And let me just give you some lengths on these. Of course, each one of these knives does come with a sheath. You got one 13 3/8. You got one 13 3/4. Another one 11 3/4. Another one 8 inches. and another one 15 inches. And that 15-inch has got to be the big saver up there as far as I can tell, okay? Good looking knife. And I'm gonna grab it off here and show it to you if I can. Check that out right there. Stag handle. It's got that, it's almost a cutlass. It's got that sword guard down here. Now these sheaths that you're looking at here, this one has the peacock's tail embossed in it. These are all leather sheaths. You got one or two of them that's double stitched. I mean, these are big knives. They all got stag in them here, folks. Check the barrel stag on this one right here. Try to get it there, Jones, where you can see it. Brass pommel, brass guard. I like that at them right there. Well, that ain't gonna stay. I'm gonna try to do it from over here. Okay? Stag Plus 103, 262, $138 for these 5 pieces. Retail of $401.87. 103, 262. Case Dark Red Bone Kickstart, $118.99. 4 1/8 inches closed, and this is W.R. Case & Sons. This is their Kickstart, and this year was the first time that Case went into and attempted an assisted opening knife, and they've done a good job here. 118.99 in this Kickstart. Red bone. And it also, I gotta tell you, don't lose the packaging on these. That one is assisted open. That's what your thumb screw's for, that you can see in the item. All right, he's gonna show you, that's Chase right there. Chase has been practicing this. See there? It's got a pocket clip on the backside too. What about that? That's way cool. My grandson says that. Way cool. Way cool. All right. Here's 103, 185, the Case Tractor Track Stockman. Now, that's green, and it's been buffed. It's been tooled there, but buffed like it's pocket worn. But look at the bolsters. They're going to zoom in there. It looks like a tractor track went through there. See what I'm saying? Look, folks, I know you've seen that before. Trust me, I've seen way too much of the tractor tracks. Okay, $89.99, 3 5/8 inch closed. What a cool thing Case has done there. Once again, they're thinking outside the box and doing something that the collectors can grab another knife here. And by the way, it comes with great packaging. On any of these premium knives, please, you know what? Hang on to the packaging on any knife. It's going to add value to it later. Retail $135.39. You pay $89.99. Here we go with the Case Burnt Purple Barlow. Now, that's got double X out there. Barlow came from England in about the 1700s, and we started importing them. Then when we got people that could manufacture them over here, people that immigrated to our country, we started building this particular pattern, and everybody started building them. It's got the big guard up there, the big bolster where the double X is. That means it'll hold those 2 blades in there because it's got a lot of steel. See how it's rounded on the back right there? That means it's pocket friendly. It's not going to get hung up on anything. Then I don't know how they have dyed this to get that purple Barlow, but you can turn it sideways and see it on the edges right here like Chase is doing. See what I'm saying right there? $69.99, 103.34, the Case Burnt Purple Barlow. Here is the Case Stag Slimline. That's the Case Bone Stag Slimline. Now, Bone Stag now. At one time, Case couldn't get stag. So what they did was they took bone, tooled it, second cut it down in there to make it look like stag, and dyed it, and it stayed in the program. And there's people out there that would just as soon have bone stag as anything else. You got the single blade here, 57.63. Retail is 85.86. Number 48279. Case Bone Stag Slimline, 57.63. W.R. Case and Sons, that's all made up in Bradford, PA. Here's the Golden Age Trapper. And this one, of course, is a good-looking trapper. What's not to like about this one? This one is 4 1/8 inches closed. It's got the 130th anniversary year on the packaging. Does it have anything on that bolster up there? I can't see it with these glasses. Right there, it should have something on that bolster, doesn't it? Etched in there, it doesn't? Okay. Chrome vanadium steel blade, 130th anniversary, nickel silver bolsters, 130th anniversaries on that box that you're looking at back there. And Sheila walked back in and Case dropped a knife. Okay? Chase. Yeah, Chase. Dropped a case. Okay? All right. Doctor's knife, buffalo doctor's knife. Sheila, is this what I think it is, buffalo, and they've tooled it?
Yes, big buffalo. The doctor knives are in the vault. So get them while we have them because they're going to be in a vault maybe 5 more years or even more. And that is $94.63. I'm a big fan of jig buffalo. I like it when they jig it, give it that real rough and rugged type textured handle. Our Case Barlows are going into the vault. They're going to be joining the Dr. Knives at the end of this year. 100668. Single blade case made in the USA. This is one of the, yeah, I thought we were sold out of that. That's the fence row. It's an olive green handle and it has the fence row jigging, $54.30. This is also retired. I believe they came out with the fence row maybe May of this year. Let me see on here. Yeah, May. And they've already retired it. And I think this is the, can't catch a break. I think this is the only one we have, isn't it? All the others are sold out. There's only 14 of those left. 102757. Awesome opportunity for Christmas. That is the new Kickstart buy case. And that is their assisted opening pocket knife. They have 2 different versions of an assisted knife. One's the trapper lock, the other is the mid-folding hunter. You get the blade going and it just takes over, pops open. Really cool. Chestnut jig bone, $112, 101937. And I've seen the Kickstart in several different handle materials. I think I had a red one it was white with a red shield the other day. And there's a couple of different handles out there. That's the classic chestnut. This is very pretty, classic premium trapper. It's in the amber pick bone. The shield, super unusual. I've just seen this a few times. And that is the Case coat of arms shield. $62.50, burnt amber jig bone. Oh wow, we're only down to 3. That would be an excellent opportunity. So when this sells out, I know we're about 45 days away from Christmas. We will not get any more of these before Christmas. You have to kind of buy now if you want that one under the Christmas tree for sure. They did a fluted bolster on that too. You can see there's 3 or 4 lines right there on the bolster. Very intricate lines. This is a good one too for Christmas. It's dark cherry. Yeah. That one is $59.60. Dark cherry, red, smooth. Merry Christmas. Oh, we have plenty of those. That is good news because I think that one will be a hot buy for the holidays for sure. An awesome price, $59.60 for a case made in the USA Christmas gift. We will have a limited case Christmas trapper coming up this week. Very pretty, but there were only 60, I think, made. And we were working on that earlier this week. It's a really pretty case Christmas knife. Lollipop. Interesting name there. Case XX 18 pattern Stockman. It is in the Lollipop custom core line. Michael Pritter, he makes this and has the blue and pink swirled together. It's $77.50. Oh, it has the scroll bolster. I'm like, what's the difference in that? There's your bolsters. That's a big deal. There's only 250 of those scroll bolster knives that were ever made. You own one of 250. We are down to just 6. Retail is $111. You'll get that case gift box with it too. This is your Bermuda green saw buster. And that is a dark hunter green on the handle, 3 5/8 on the handle, and then it has a red oval shield, long tail C case logo. And that is $46.58, a bright green trim all the way around that, real dark green jigging in the center, single blade sawbuster, $46.58, 100849 on that case Bermuda green. And this is really unusual out of the box. Carbon fiber G10 weave. $62.99. Real unique design. I love it. I think it's gonna be a real popular one for the guys. But they did a carbon fiber G10 weave custom handle. I do like that diamond shield. I think that's a perfect match too with the carbon fiber handle. We're down to 7. They made this in a Kickstart too, didn't they? Yeah. If you're interested in that Kickstart we had the other, huh? Oh yeah, there was a Mako. They really picked some cool patterns to put that carbon fiber G10 weave on. Now we're gonna go to Hopalong Cassidy. This buoy is over 16 inches, comes with the wooden plaque. It has an engraved handle also. Wow, that's only $39.95. Piece of history right there. The knife itself is 16 3/4. You have a little bit more, as you can see, going out on the wooden plaque. I like the gold trim also, and especially in that rope design going around the plaque. It has hangers on the back, so you can hang that on the wall. Look at this artwork. And the artwork is even raised a little bit. It's dimensional as you feel that. #1 hero, Hopalong Cassidy. You'll get the gift box with it too. I believe this is made by Rough Rider. Yes. And then there's the nameplate on the hardwood plaque. get the plaque, get the knife. This is your gift box. And all that is just $39.95, taking you back quite a bit right there with the Hopalong Cassidy. Tilt that a little bit forward. There you go. That does have a brass guard and very colorful, vivid artwork. Solid stainless steel on the back. This is the Choctaw Duo, where we have those two new Silver Horse pocket knives. They are the 3 3/4 Choctaws. The one here on the bottom is genuine mother of pearl, has blue turquoise, black jet spacers. The other Choctaw is done in a black and white comp handle with the red and blue turquoise. They do the scalloping on the bolsters. That is $60 for the Duo. 103,195. You can start off with an item like that. You can add on some of those specials we have going, like the add to order and the woo. I tell you something I was real impressed with on the show that actually matches the set you see here. You'd end up with 2 Choctaws, but it was the early bird special, and it was a 4-piece set with the new Silver Horse knives. Ask your operator about the early bird special. It was an awesome deal. It was saving you $20, about 20 bucks. This is a collector gift tin made by Uncle Henry. Limited gift tin. We have a fixed blade, a trapper, and a peanut. And it's done in this Stag-a-line imitation stag handle. There's your shield for $39.95. 103,611. There's your peanut frame. Looks like to me too, the Stag-a-line has a yellow, like a burnt yellow tone to that. And I'm going to flip this over here in just a second and show you the gift tin. Limited edition, and then here's the reverse side. Turning deer into venison. Yes, there you go. Uncle Henry, 103,611. Those collector tin items, I think, make great Christmas gifts. You'll get those decorative tins. Now, kicking it up for Christmas, we have some lady leg knives. Collectibles, these are done in that Christmas red and green. The red turquoise and 2 mother of pearl stripes. That is made by Coe River. The other one is done in green malachite, which is a lot of green malachite when you break it down. That's a 3 1/4 lady leg knife. They have crimped the bolster, and it has the Coe River engraving also there on the bolster. These fold, they don't lock or anything like that. $24.85. I know a lot of guys want to collect these, ladies want to carry them. I have some family members that just love, this is their favorite frame. Last year around Christmas time, we had sold out of all the lady leg knives that we had. This year we're lucky, very, very lucky, because we have some lady leg knives by Coe River and by Steel Warrior. So that was pretty exciting. I do think they're going to be really popular for Christmas. I don't know. Sharp's Executive Series. $60. These are snapshots. They're made by the Sharp's line. And this is what is setting these apart. You see the lasering that they have done here, all this little extra detail, and they carry it through here on the handle. One of the designs, the blade looks like Damascus, has a lot of laser etching on the blade. A large lever, when you're talking about folding the blade on the liner lock, you have this large bar basically you depress, makes it real easy to use the knife. And there's a clip on the back. We have 2 in the Cocobolo 2 in the black forest wood. And they're only $15 a piece. The Sharps Executive Series, 103318. So here they're $15 a piece. I know we sell one at a time. I do believe it is around $20 if you're buying just one. I think you'll want 4. All righty. Next up is a brand. I think this is the first time we've seen Joseph Rogers and Sons on the show. This show, that is. And this is a very pretty dark molasses jig bone. Your frames are going to be the premium trapper, your large Wrangler, and then we also have a copperhead, standard size copperhead, which is a 3 1/4. Joseph Rogers and Sons, they slant the bolsters and crimp them too, gives it a really good look, expensive look. Molasses, traditional brown. Gift boxes, of course, will be included too. They have a crown for the shield. That is their logo, that crown. 102269, item number. And you may have thought that Joseph Rogers and Sons went away. They actually did. It kind of went dormant for a while. Jim Frost recently bought the rights to that company within a past year or two. So we're starting to see more from the Joseph Rogers and Sons. Beautiful molasses jigging. 102269. Roy Rogers, King of the Cowboys. This is another display buoy. Matches the Hopalong Cassidy. Matter of fact, you get both of them and display them on your walls. The buoy is 16 3/4. You'll get the wooden display also. And engraved here on the handle, Roy Rogers. This is made by Rough Rider. King of the Cowboys. Very vivid artwork. There's his horse, Trigger. You'll get the Roy Rogers nameplate down front. And there are hooks here on the back, of course, for you to hang that on the wall. That'd be a perfect, if you have a man cave, maybe a media room, that would be really, really cool. Here's the gift box, Roy Rogers King of the Cowboys gift box. That is $42.50, 59582. This is a specialty item that we just have for the moment. This is not something we carry all the time. Glad we have it for the holidays, but seriously, when that sells out, I doubt we'll get a restock on that. It's a one-time opportunity. And torch bone in the barn burner special. 13 total knives here, $79.80 on the barn burner. In the center, we have the Sierra Madre chip away fixed blade. And they've got that wave, it has a wave pattern, and it's been torched. Let me see if I can find the overall length on that. Then all of your pocket knives, they are also done in torch bone. There's some big knives in here. This is your Kodiak Trapper. It's sold for $24 and change. The Cigar Whittler, large size toothpick right behind that. Coke bottle frame, Copperhead, 3-inch lockback with your brass embossed bolsters. Now that's a 5-inch lockback and it's sold for $18.75. Hawkbill, little Jim Bowie Trapper, Bullet Trapper. There's the baby Diamondback. Here's your full-size Muskrat. German stainless mirror polish on all those blades. $6.14 a piece. $6.14. You're not paying $18.75 for that. It's $6. Same thing with the big Kodiak, and of course your chip away buoy with a leather sheath. I think the Sierra Madre is a It's either a 10 or 11. I don't even see the box for it. It's a 12, actually. Okay. 12-inch buoy right there in the center for $6. Barn Burner Special 101378. Item number. I took that. Okay, next up, wild about the outdoors. That would be me. I love to be outside. And this is 103591 on the item number. You'll get the 4 Wildlife Stockmans, and Steel Warrior makes these. They haven't been on the market too long, but those are the big Wrangler Stockmans. Each one has the different wildlife scene. It looks like scrimshaw. There's your eagle. You have the wolf, the grizzly bear, and the big buck scene. That scene is front and back, and then the handle also has the buffalo horn that you see, the nickel silver on the bolsters. They've done some branding on those bolsters too. You have an S and a W for Steel Warrior on one side, and then the original Samurai Steel Warrior logo that brand began with. I thought that was interesting that they went back to that original logo, and that is also engraved on the second bolster. Now the 2 fixed blades in the center, you'll get one in buffalo horn, one in the stag bone resin, and those are 6-inch Steel Warrior skinners. You know what? I think it's the only skinners that we have in stock by Steel Warrior right now too. Or that particular frame, the 6-inch. 103590, those are just $10 and change a piece. Now this is something that I think will get your attention when you realize the price point. We have dropped these two. This is your Silver Horse Mint Collection. It's $120. We have 7 of the pearl and turquoise pocket knives on the table. The large lockback that you see in the center, that's a 4.5-inch lockback, is sold for $52. The premium trapper, $52. Some of the smaller frames, they were still in the $40 range, $42, $44. Well, in the Mint collection, and this is the only time I've seen this happen, this is $17.14 a piece, the Saddle Horn Trapper. Get that, $17 and change. There's that beautiful lock bag. Look at the amount of turquoise that they have here on the handle too. And then those solid, wide stripes of mother of pearl. They filed these spine of the knife too. When you look at this knife, you wonder, is this a custom pocket knife? It's custom straight from Silver Horse, because they have done all of this detail. So this is your lock back. You see all the file work that they've done here. And they have the Starburst bolsters. That is front and back also. They're beautiful. Silver Horse Stoneworks, they do a wonderful job. And I've always enjoyed seeing the turquoise and the pearl. And you can see all the gift boxes, of course, with that too. So no longer have to pay that $40, $50 price point. Merry Christmas, they're $17 and change. At that retail, $796 in retail value. Okay. Hen and Rooster has this skinner. This is one of the first fixed blades that we saw by Hen and Rooster that was transitioning from the Hen and Rooster collector line to a Hen and Rooster user-friendly line. And that one has a rubber shear grip handle, the front bolster portion guard there. It has the look of carbon fiber. They did the nice scroll work, lasering on the blade. It's a little over 11 inches. Folks, that's $35. We have several Veterans Day specials that are in play. Hen and Rooster for $35. Item number is 102074. Veterans Day special. Remember to ask your operator about the Veterans Buoy also that we have here on the table. It is $15. But $10 of that goes to 2 organizations. And we'll show you that knife here in just a second. But it's here. We're trying to help out our veterans.
Look at here. Here's the Marbles Cherry Chopper, $29.63, 102516. Jimmy Frost brought this pattern out in a knife in the early 80s. He had it. I remember. I think a couple of other importers brought them in at that time too. You got the wolves there. They're barking at the moon, looks like to me. On the smooth bone, I believe you got a little stag up front. Yeah, you do. You got a clip blade plus the little hatchet there. Marbles, $29.63, great little collector's item. Retail is $69.95. It's called the Cherry Chopper. There's the old moose. When you see the moose there, you know you got some quality. I think Buzz and I were talking about the Marbles. I'm not sure of this, but probably started in the 20s. Done a lot of work for the Scouts and maybe a little bit for the government too. Item number 102-516. Here's the case Ridgeback Wood Hunter. This knife is designed to fit in your hand, Sheila. Full tank construction, been pinned through the handle twice, got a lanyard loop slot. You've got a wrap over sheath, and trust me, you want that, but they've done a good job because that one's also sewn and it's got the rivet pins. When the sheath wraps over, you don't have threads on one side. It's a lot stronger on the side with the wrap. 8.5 inches overall on this knife, and I can't say enough good about the knife itself. That upswept type of blade. As I said earlier, full tank construction. Easy to put your thumb right up there on that ridge. $58.98, retail of $90.73. It is by W.R. Case & Sons up in Bradford, PA. Item number 13049. Case Ridgeback Wood Hunter.
Hen and Rooster, this is the Gold Rush Stockman. I believe there were only 100 of these made, and it was perfect timing for the holidays. I look at that handle and I think of Christmas being the gold. That has genuine gold flake in the handle. It is a custom Coralon with that gold sparkle going on.
California Gold Rush, and they've done a good job there. They even plated that Standing Liberty there. Hen and Rooster Gold Rush Stockman, $135, 4 1/8 inches closed, and
Okay,
they got the silver dollar. I'm sorry?
That is a 2000 silver dollar that has the 24 gold plating on the silver dollar too.
And it's in that container there.
An encapsulated
I gotta
coin.
tell you something, the box on this thing's worth $20. Look at the artwork on the back of the lid. Retail $229.95. You're only paying $135. You get the Hen and Rooster certificate back there, California Gold Rush Stockman, authentic U.S. Mint, 2000 silver dollar in the gold plated, and you get the Hen and Rooster with, look at those gold looking handles on that knife. A great little Stockman. And is there anything on the front of that, Sheila, of that case? Okay, beautiful.
It's a black leather bound.
Black leather bound. 103-174. Can't go wrong at $135. Here's a case burnt purple tribal jig.
No, wait a minute.
Nope.
Let's
Here it
do
is. How
Santa's-
about Santa's Black Boot Trapper?
Yeah. Okay, for $10, awesome. Santa's Black Boot Trapper is buffalo horn, and it's a 4 1/4 steel warrior. They also do the scalloping here on the bolsters. $10. I would buy those by the dozen and resell them to other shoppers who are shopping for Christmas. I'm gonna go $24.95 resale. That is beautiful. Steel Warrior did an awesome job on that, buffalo horn. And thank you, Santa, for $10. 102464. Isn't it awesome to do your Christmas shopping here? I can't imagine going anywhere else and finding something that would compare to that for $10. It just isn't going to happen.
And I can bet you that the stocking is really going to sell this year, because after that presentation you did earlier,
Yeah.
it is classic.
Thank
okay.
you.
102-464, Santa's Blank. We're going to sell DVDs of that too.
Oh, great.
Okay. Case Burnt Purple Tribal Jig. They had the graphics up here a little bit wrong a while ago, so I started reading about this one before it actually come up. That's that purple bone. I don't know how they do that. If you turn it sideways, it looks blue-purple. If you turn it sideways, you'll see the purple in it. Double X on the front of it. Look at that tribal jigging in there. 103,528. $65.99, 4 1/8 inches closed. Case made up in Bradford, PA, Sheila.
Premium Trapper. There's a big collection if you'd like to collect them all. I know everybody kind of has their eye on the Barlows. I believe there is a Barlow in that collection too. At $65.99, burnt purple. I see a little bit of blue. It does have that purple hue. They've torched it as you go out to the bolsters. Oh, that's
$65.99. Here's a Hen and Rooster Damascus. This is a paring knife. Of course, you got a mosaic pin there, it looks like, and you got 2 traditional pins through the handle. Is that linen micarta on that handle? What is that handle material? Stainless steel pommel, stainless guard, and that is Damascus you're looking at here. $37.50, 7 1/2 inches overall, retail of $74.40. It looks like linen micarta.
I think it does too. Damascus kitchen knife. And if you question, I wonder how sharp that is.
And I know you're going to.
Well, you know, it's on my Christmas list. Who wouldn't want a kitchen knife like that? I do. And look at how nice the box is. There's a cute little couple I know, just bought their first house. They were married, got married a couple of years ago. And I thought, I need to get one of those so they can have for a housewarming gift. So I think they would really get a lot of use out of that. Paring knife. Hen and Rooster too. The first Hen and Rooster Damascus knife I've seen made by them, 103152. They set an awesome standard when they made that knife.
Here's American by Choice. 2 items here. I own the fixed blade up top with the red, white, and blue sheath. You've got the stars, and you got the red, white, and blue flag, but it's done in that brown offset on the handle. Check that out. You don't see that every day. Full tank construction on that knife. Then you go down below it, you're going to see the karambit. Now, the karambit is still being used in Indonesia. This is not one of those fancy fantasy knives. This thing's been around a while, and they use it over there in Indonesia a lot. And you can see the guy mounted on the minigun right here, and that is one bad weapon. And there's a turret gun, probably on a battleship, because that is too many guns to be on a destroyer. And you got the pocket clip right here. This thing will bite you. It is sharp. You're getting both of these knives for $28.50. American by Choice, 102-326. I like that knife. Here it is now, just the single item with the stars on the guard, stripes coming out on the handle. You got stars on the flag. You got the lines where the flag is waving. Full tank construction. Red, white, and blue sheath was $22.50. You're only paying $16.50. Item number 102-325, 11 inches overall. Retail of $35.63. 102-325. That's an add to order right there. So if you placed an order, instead of paying the $22.50, You can get it at the $16.50 right there.
We are proud of our military, proud of our veterans. We have this buoy here for $15, but a huge portion of it, $10 to be exact, will go to two organizations. One is a Semper Fi Task Force, Camp Out Among Them, and that is an outdoor program. A lot of our wounded veterans. That is an awesome deal for them to be able to get out and maybe go hunting or fishing where they may be in a wheelchair now. It's just a more difficult thing to do. Also, a portion of the proceeds will go to our University of Tennessee Chattanooga entrepreneurship program. And that particular program for the selected veterans, they will get a free college education, maybe in a business degree, some type of field where they're able to jump back into the workforce. But that'll be a free college education through that entrepreneurship program. Buy buoy, it's only $15. You're getting an awesome fixed blade. I mean, that's a really good looking fixed blade, the lasering on the blade. And then $10 from that will go to those two groups. Awesome, good stuff there.
Hey, here's some last minute gifts. Now, these are a little bit smaller, but take a look at this. Retail on this set's $179.52. There's 12 pieces, so you get a dealer dozen. Also, too, this is the torch bone that's been cut. They call it second cut torch. And it is really, really cool. And you got almost a beaver tail on the spade blade. These are not huge knives, not designed to be, but let me tell you about this. I do not know how they build the knife, let alone make any money on it. We're selling them to you for $3.33 a piece. Okay, we do that by volume, and this proves it. 12 pieces at $39.95. I don't know how you beat that deal. We did have our company quarter up there.
That's the lowest price point of the day, really.
Well, let me show you. Now, these are not huge knives, wasn't designed to be. Great for the ladies' pocketbook or for the guys if they want to put it in their jean on that little watch pocket up there on top, or just carry it in your regular pocket. There's a lot of hand operations in that knife right there.
I remember finding this item.
12 pieces for $39.95. Here's a Hen and Rooster knife, 6 pieces at $28.50. Retail of $50, you only pay $4.75. Now, what I'm going to tell you about these knives is, first of all, there's 6 of them. I call this single stage forging. If you'll look right here, there are no lines. That's hollow back here. This is stainless, worth $100 million, or you're renting your first apartment. This will work in anybody's house, but it's got, for someone who likes to eat steaks like me, look at this serration on this blade all the way up here. You're getting 6 pieces. These are by Hen and Rooster. No food's going to get up and under that handle, I promise you. 6 steak knives, $28.50. Retail is $50. Folks, you're only paying $4.75 for these. Black Hills Buffalo, I believe we got the wrong, there you go. Had the wrong graphics up there.
Hen and Rooster stainless. Get those Thanksgiving, and then you'll use them again for Christmas.
Yeah, Sheila, you'll need them for Thanksgiving.
I know how my table would look so pretty with those steak knives on the table.
Especially since you don't have but one steak knife left in the house. 29394 you gave them all away, didn't you?
They just disappear.
Hey, Sheila,
Yes.
on those last 2 deals we got right there may be 2 of the best deals of the show.
We'll see you back here in a little bit. Stay tuned.
Welcome into Cutlery Corner. I'm Todd Boone. Hope everyone is doing absolutely knife-tastic, folks. Thank you. A lot of inventory is going to be going throughout this show. Lots of knives, lots of low-run knives, lots of good Christmas items, and a lot of knives that many, many of you are going to want for themselves. Mr. Prater's been with us. It's always a pleasure to have him here. Mammoth Molar's just gone absolutely crazy. People are buying it faster than it can be, than he can eat it. But anyway, I bet Parker will be joining me for a brief period of time. It's always a pleasure to have Mr. Buzz on the show. We have fun. We like doing it that way, folks, and I don't get to work with him. I don't get to work with him enough. Anyway, we have a veteran's knife that we're going to be offering. This is done very nice. $15, $10 of the $15 price tag. $10 bill will be split between Semper Fi Camp Out Among Them, a big organization that does great work with veterans across this nation of ours and disabled veterans. And then the other portion, 50% of the portion of the $10, $5, is going to go to Chattanooga UTC, University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, and they have an entrepreneurship program that they head up one time a year for veterans. And they they feed them, they house them, and they educate them how to start their own business. So two really good organizations for the great veterans across this country. Thank you so very much for your service. That's what's involved in that $15 price tag, and that's a nice looking knife. That looks good, folks. $15 for an absolute fantastic cause. The last of the Halloween knives that Case makes, of course it is discontinued and there are no more of them. They're being made. What we have is what we have because they only do one per year. We receive one per year. Next year, it will not be the one that you see. This is a Tony Bowes design on a single blade Sal Belly Stopman and a Halloween black bone with a jack-o'-lantern. Oh, toothy jack-o'-lantern. And then they did the tooth serration on the blade to match it, coming with the tin. Lots of people in this country, well, worldwide, collect all of the Halloween knives. Because you think about it as far as collecting is concerned, forget about the theme. They make one a year for a very brief period of time, and then it is done and it's never brought back. So that is a definition of a collectible, especially with this particular brand. So it's $113.99. 103661 was the veteran's knife, and then the Happy Halloween 103563. Absolutely magnificent, an understatement. The inner bone of the horn of a kudu antelope in South Africa, done by Mr. Arno Bernard Company. Arno Bernard Sr. starting the company. His 4 sons now make up the knife making. Hand only on these knives. Completely 100% by hand. Not any of the CNC cutting, and I'm not taking anything away from CNC. Computer numeric, how they're building them. But when you take an item that looks like it's been done CNC, well, then you have something else because it's done entirely by hand. So there are only going to be 6 of them. Look at the bone on that knife. See, you want both of these to match. All right, you don't want one side to be way up here on the grind and the other side to be way down low. That's all done by hand. Do you know how hard that is to do? Over and over and over and over again. That's almost completely perfect. Bowler N690 stainless steel, leather sheath, and then the beauty and the rarity of the bone inside the kudu antler, which is an extremely large antelope. These are the last 6 that we're going to have for 2019. That's $235, and there's your certificate that is going to come along with that magnificent piece. I absolutely love the Arno Bernard knives, all patterns, because I appreciate craftsmen who are artists, and that's exactly what they are. They make a beautiful, high-quality knife. These will go very quickly. I'm surprised, really, that we even have any of them left, but it's not been offered a great deal of time, not very much. We just received these a few days ago. The 54 frame abalone case XX trapper pinned on. This is a handle material that we receive a few different patterns that they're doing when they have the material available. Jeff got 20 of them in about a week ago. We do not have 20. Looks like probably not going to have not even one more for this year. All right, so what we have is what we have, unless something, drastically changes. Look, and not only is it magnificent what Mother Nature has created, the way that they have built it and pinned it on, that is extremely hard to do out of their custom shop without cracking it. Old price that we have had for quite a while, $210. It's all one of those is going to cost you. The Southern Grind Jackal is 8670M, which is a steel. It's carbon, and it came from Germany. It's where the steel was done. And these are actually tooled, machined from very, very large industrial sawmill blades that they bought pallets of. They had pallets of them. They do not have pallets of them right now. It was a special purchase, a buy that they got in on. They got lucky, and they did good by getting it. But it's being all used up. I understand it's some of the finest, most durable, highest quality steel that you're going to get. A sawmill blade, folks, that's tempered itself and recooled hundreds through the life of the entire blade in a sawmill. That's going to have the tan finish. These are very heavy. These are the large ones, the large Jackal. Look at the amount of steel in this knife. That's going to be a G10 handle. They're sharp. You could use, likely you'll never be able to break that knife, and I don't want to say never, but it's going to be, you're going to have to want to. Look at that's 5.5 millimeters thickness of steel. So for those of you outdoorsmen that want a really high quality, high end with a Kydex sheath, working knife, field knife, you're not worried about the pretty factor, well, look no farther to that Southern Grind Jackal that you just saw on your screen at your television at that $229.95 price tag. That is knife that is, that's not eye candy. That's a workhorse in that Southern Grind that you just laid your eyes upon. It was 103130. The little caliber camo, this will probably be the only airing of it. Well, more than likely, we'll just have to wait and see. There are not very many at all. And an item like this from Case that we're doing for $14.75, it's going to have a tendency to move out very, very rapidly. $14.75 for a Case knife. Now, it's done in camouflage. It has a lightweight handle material, but it is still the true sharp surgical stainless steel blade. They did not mirror polish it. They did a brush finish on it. Most people are not going to even attempt to collect it. They're going to carry and use it. You have it in your pockets, you won't even know it's there. That's how light it is. Just a really nice, light, awesome lock blade at that $14.75 price tag on that. The Kickstart from Case. It is a trapper lock, and they've had that pattern for years. However, this is one that they've transformed. Really what is a Kickstart basically is referencing to an assisted opening mechanism. All right, it's quick. It's like an assisted opening knife. It's snappy. It opens in a jiffy. Pressure to the stainless steel thumb stud. It'll open all by itself after you put the pressure on it. And then you have the liner lock, and it is also going to have a stainless steel pocket clip, and that is done in some very, very vibrant hunter orange handle. You drop that, you lay it down, it's going to be pretty easy to see. $108, 11 of them. That's what we have for the rest of this year for the holidays on 101937 from Case. That was their second assisted opening knife. This many moons ago. I was 18 years old. That was a long time ago, you know that? Longer than I care to remember. I got the job at Cutlery World. We carried pretty much the full line of Hen and Rooster knives. And this was the old coffin folder. A long, long time ago. They all got sold out. The inventory all got depleted from Howard Rabenstar sales and Jim Frost at Frost. Years, over a decade went by, not one was manufactured. And This actually became available, got into stock. It was probably put into production about 5 or 6 years ago, and it took about 4 years to get it, but it's here. $75 in Stag. That's an old classic of a pattern. It's good looking. It's different, like a coffin. Hence how it retained that name, what I always called it anyway. The coffin folder. I don't know that there will ever be another one of those that will be manufactured. What you just saw, it's $75 on it. The Razorback by Chipaway Limited Edition. That's got some Tuskers on that old board, does it not? For all of you hog hunters, there are a lot of hogs. Heck, they're not far from my house now. It would be anytime. Once they start, it is really, really, really difficult to get those hogs out. I mean, they multiply. They think rabbits multiply quick. Hogs. Heck, 6 months after a hog's born, it can breed. 6 months. They have 8, 12 at a time. 6 of them are female. Well, the next thing you know, before that year is over, year and a half, oh gosh, you got hogs everywhere. Some of them may even be sooner than that. Look at all the steel in that knife. That has got some weight on it, folks. It's got some poundage, well, close to it anyway. 1 of 500, I'll set it back down because I don't show them. At only $27.75 on that Razorbacks. 102-348. A lot of knife, and if you know someone that hunts hogs, well, that would be an excellent, excellent gift item. Christmas is going to be here before we know it. Thanksgiving's, heck, a couple of weeks, few weeks, I guess, is going to be here. Star Stripes by Silver Horse, that's referencing to Silver Horse Stoneworks, with saltwater mother of pearl, like an American flag. They even did the nickel-silver bolsters with stars. That'll be done front and back. The mother of pearls front and back, and that is a very, very good, high quality of mother of pearl. $59.80. Now this is going to break down to a price that's probably lower than we've done before, at least that I can remember. And that's not saying a whole lot anyway, folks, but it's low. $11.96. Most of these were $16 and $17 individually. Some of them might even have been a little bit more. You have the Slim Jim Trapper. It's what I call it. It's like a Slim Jim frame. The old-fashioned tapered cigar whittler. There is a 3-blade Stopman. There is a saddle horn trapper, and there is also a 2-blade physician or a doctor's knife. It doesn't have the thunderpulse or the spatula. All right, it has 2 blades on it. Very, very patriotic. At $59.80, or again, $11.96 each, with saltwater mother of pearl on both sides. That is basically like a today's special. From Silver Horse, 3 1s and a 9. Grab these veteran fixed blades that we've got going out the door. Buy those, please. We're donating $10 to 2 outstanding organizations. It's 103-661. $15 for that awesome Veterans Day fixed blade knife. And 10 of it we're going to donate. All right, these are the bucks. Well, when Buck comes out with a doctor's knife, you know, pen them and collecting them, because this is not typical of a Buck knife. I don't even recall them ever, not saying that they didn't, make a doctor's knife, but I know that they do now. They're $31.25. As far as I am aware of, this is the entire collection at $250. This is going to be probably like a week, and then we won't have this item. Maybe 10 more days, and then we're not going to have these Buck knives. They have stainless steel frames. They're not brass. And now the bolsters look like a polished stainless steel. They may be nickel silver, but they look like polished stainless. They're all going to be done in a variety of bone handles. Some really nice green bone. You have the single blade, and then you have the blade with the spatula. There's a black bone. So basically, each handle material, you have both patterns. One with a spatula, one that is a single blade. At 31 1/4 a piece. If you collect doctor knives, you know someone that is. You might be a doctor and have bunches of buddies and you want to get them a buck doctor knife, because this is the first year I've ever spoken about one. There's a collection you might want to try. 103606 at that 250 price tag on that one. Folding Hunter Paradise. Look at all of these Ocoee River folding hunters. We have some new handle material, especially this blue. There is full slab of ram horn. That's very significant. It's a lot of ram horn. We also have full slab handle of ox horn. We have genuine buffalo horn. That'll be the black one. Now, sometimes it does have a white swirl in it. There is the ram horn. They all are going to come with molded ballistic belt sheaths. That's the red feather jig bone, a very, very deep red bone in feather jig. And then there is also going to be a bone. Oh, look at the cut in that blue. Look at that jigging. And there is going to be like a molasses type. It's not quite imitation tortoise shell. I believe we reference to it as like a molasses. It's a celluloid handle. But these are original framed 65 pattern size case, but they're a Ocoee River. In other words, all I'm doing is saying this is the true original folding hunter pattern from Ocoee River. They are large knives. They were building this knife pattern, at least case was, way before I was born, folks. There's a reason it's been around so long. You get a bang for your buck on these. $16.67 a frame with the ballistic sheath on all of them, all six, at a $100 price tag and some Folding Hunter Paradise. Look at this veteran's knife, 103661. It's nice on the blade. What did I do with my spectacles? I probably already lost them, hadn't I? I already set those, my glasses down. Goodness gracious, driving me crazy on these glasses. I've never really had to wear them before, and I don't know if I'm going to get any better up with them or not. I broke these. I broke every single pair I've got. God bless our veterans. Is that not nice? And $10 of the $15, we're going to donate Semper Fi Community Task Force and the Entrepreneurship Program of University of Tennessee, Chattanooga for the veterans, held on an annual basis. Usually, if you ever want to apply, because everything is free, the deadline used to be April the 15th. It's probably in that same time frame. $15. If you can buy one of these for $15, please, please, not to help us. You're helping the veterans of this nation of ours. Make a purchase on one of those, please, if you can. That was 13661, and they're proud to be a veteran. Our Heavy Hunter Combo Duo, that is titled correctly. They are very, very heavy. $62.50, stainless steel frames. They polish the not frame, the guard, bolster, or whatever you want to call them, because that's kind of a guard, but the end cap to me are more of a bolster. Look at that clip blade. It looks like one of those rhino horns that we have had. Beautiful, beautiful wine wood handle and some really well done, nice, high quality, well made sheaths are going to go with those also, with a little touch of leather taking place on them. I also like the color of the sheaths. It's different, anything different now of the ordinary. That kind of works for me. Doesn't that look good? It's going to look good on your belt if you're going to use them. Buy Rough Rider, where those are coming from. I believe that's all patent pending and everything that they make on them. 31 1/4 a piece. The two-piece set, only $62.50 is all that is going to cost you. Look at this nice gift item, folks. Beautiful blue bone. This is known as a 302 because it has two blades. 303s have three blades, same exact frame. That is almost like a deep cobalt blue. Awesome jigging, mirror polished. about as mere polish of a blade as you're going to be able to do on one. It's only $25, $69 retail. It's basically a Christmas special. And actually, that is an old item number because we've done this product before, but this was just now brought back and offered again, and that is Miss Kathy's selection that she picked out for us and for y'all for the holidays at only $25. Really, really nice dress knife, especially if you wear like dress pants, khakis, and things. It's easy to carry. Doesn't take up a lot of room, doesn't take up a lot of weight, and it's not bulky. Or a purse knife, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, deep, rich blue at $25. 349-06 on that H&R 2 blade. The old Rough Rider, look at the torch stag on this knife. The steel on this knife. All the torching now, it's going to be slightly different. You have absolutely a heavy-duty, heavy-grade leather sheath that has a compartment built into it. And what they did was they offered the coarse field stone. It's a touch-up field stone. Those of you that are familiar with carborundum abrasive, it's very, very coarse. You used to buy lots of them because you're not worried about getting a finished edge if you need to out in the field. You're just worrying about getting an edge back on it, period. Now, you can put that stone into the additional pouch built into the leather sheath, or you do not have to. That's why they did it they did. These are getting gone very, very fast. As a matter of fact, we have less than 3 dozen. Please call on that if you want one for the holidays, because I don't know that we'll receive one more of the old Stag Combo 107-61, and that is some absolutely beautiful, beautiful antler on that knife. Oh, it's the hand forged. I think this might be the 412 pattern. At $98. There's 312, 412, and 212, or 412, 312, and 212 if you want to do it in numerical order. This one may be the 412, I do believe, or let me double check on that because I may be wrong. It's 412, that's what I thought. All entirely hand forged, handmade, every single piece of the knife. Every bolster, every back spring, every liner, hand cut, hand fit, hand selected deer stag, and really, really high quality German stainless steels. Nothing super fancy about it. Hen and Rooster built all of their knives always, and the old ones to use. Look at the beautiful stag on that piece. $98 and it's done, it's over with, there'll not be another one. Because they don't do them. They don't do them that way any longer. They don't even have them over there in Solingen. It's all over with. That was 101-864. In amber bone, the rust lock with the sweeping clip blade. Nice looking, very unique, very different, very out of the ordinary. And it has... It has turned into one of their top-selling lot blades, maybe even be beyond that. I never knew it would fly. I didn't ever dream that it would fly. People would like them as much as they do, because I was wrong. I was completely wrong. That's a good price. That's a real good price on that rust lock. $59.99. It is a cool, unique looking lot blade knife. I know I just got a second. I always wait to the last minute. But if you look at using the knife, everything about it is made and designed to use. And it really looks different, does it? $59.99. Buy a case. That is the 203 stack-handled whittler by Hen and Rooster in Deer Stack. Trying to get as much stack handles as we possibly can. Unfortunately, right now, most of it, it's not really unfortunate, but most of it's going to be on pocket knives. Those of you that like the fixed blades that are done in deer stag, well, you saw that one, that Rough Rider, but we don't have a great deal of them. We're trying to change that, and it will change. It just takes time with all the stag that was purchased. That was a pattern that the first time I ever even learned or sold or trained on a hen and rooster pocket knife. Retail sales, they were making this. You know, the way they looked at it is why change something that works? It's a double split back spring. So you have two back springs, but they have to taper down to one blade. So this blade actually has the strength of two back springs instead of one like you would normally have, well, on a Stockman pattern. So you got a lot of strength with it. And it was all designed decades, half century plus ago for people that whittle. By the way, 57 of those stag whittlers remaining. And it is 100 years of Zorro. He could swing a sword, swing or sling. The old sword, the old mark of Zorro. This is going to come with its own stand. It does have a sheath, but it is also going to come with what we just call a buoy stand. You sit on a table or a mantel or in a curio. It's inside the box. I'm going to show it to you. I'll open the box up while you're looking at Zorro there. That is black forest wood. Some stamp work's been done on the hilt, the guard, and then the pommel. It is full tang. The print, very colorful print, is on the front side. The reverse side's going to be a gunmetal, a non-reflective gunmetal finish. All right, you have the hardware. It's very simple to assemble. Black wooden display stand that holds your buoy upright, your Zorro. Only $29.99. Don't miss the 100th anniversary of Zorro. There you have it right there on that one. At less than $30, a 103-612. And a 13-inch fixed blade on that one. Black Hill steel with the cross that is done in nickel silver. Nicely done. These are, I have not seen a 7th handle. All right, these are the only ones that I am aware of. They're all bone except one. All right, one's going to be done in ox horn. Look at the blue bone there. Distinctive color, different colorations on each one of them. There is your ox horn, natural. There is the tan bone. That is a white smooth bone. And then we're going to have a cherry red, reddish, almost a little pinkish to it, smooth bone. And then there is gray. They're $10.75 from Black Hill Steel. Now these particular Black Hill Steel are going to have one blade that's been Rockwell tested. They're 440 stainless steel, just like a Steel Warrior. They Rockwell test the blade. If the tempering doesn't match up to a hardness of 56, 57, or 58, well, basically, I guess it's like it goes back to the melting pot. And Michael Prater, as you've heard him say, and you'll hear him again, randomly, periodically, basically at his leisure whenever he wants to, picks one up, and he'll take it with him, and he'll retest it. He's not found a bad one. It's all been good for him, folks. All right, there is going to be one of those little brief periods, a moment in time. We're going to be taking a short little break. Please do not go anywhere. And welcome back into Cutlery Corner. Thank you for joining me. Oh, we had a roll on these, $62.50. Actually, there's an additional one. There's another one that people are really buying up as well. It's pretty neat how they've built this. Now, the first thing, this is an 80 pound, folks. It's the draw weight. It's like a compound. You know, most of the larger crossbows nowadays are 80 pounds or up, but this has power. It is not a toy. All right, a lot of power. Plus, it is also really, really awesome looking, called the Seeker. And it's going to shoot these bolts somewhere up in the vicinity of 200 feet per second. All right, I'm going to pick it up quick. Watch it. This is how you cock this. I'm going to cock it all the way because I don't want to dry fire it, and I don't want to have somebody here have to shoot it. All right, that's how you cock it. Just break it down. Kind of like a double barrel or shotgun, single shot shotgun, and it's going to cock. But you do not want to dry fire one of your crossbows. It may not happen all the time, but I've dry fired my compound accidentally before. It explodes if you dry fire it, so don't do that. $62.50. It is not a toy. Be safe, be careful, use common sense with your Seeker bolt action crossbow. 103641. Mysterious toothpicks, very mysterious toothpicks with the old bonus that's going to go along with them. Let's see here. I'll tell you what, we're going to give you a bonus toothpick. Is that going to be mysterious to everybody? Yes. Yeah, I thought it would, Gage. So there are going to be 11 toothpicks for the price of 10 toothpicks. They're all Steel Warrior. So every single blade that you see has a Rockwell test. All right, Rockwell test is not free. All right, there is an expense involved, one blade at a time on a Rockwell machine. The old-fashioned way was the tip of a diamond, because diamond would pierce the steel. It's hardest substance known to man. And it gauges the tempering. So there is a lengthy process in Rockwell testing these knives. Look at all of the handles. For the price of 10 at $86.50, that's $8.65. But there are going to be 11. That is abalone and buffalo horn. Ram's horn you saw, tiger stripe, which tiger stripe is on ox horn. Look at that beautiful hunter green. One of the original banana bones is going to be utilized. Then we have a smoother, less jigged banana bone. A buffalo horn, a beautiful brown bone. Then there is also ox horn and buffalo horn on one scale per side. And then that very deep, rich red bone. And you know what the 11th one is? It's mysterious. It's a mysterious Steel Warrior toothpick. Darn, there are only 89 toothpick sets left. It's been that way the entire year with toothpicks and tweezers. 89 orders, folks. It's all that remain. American by Choice, $28.50. We're going to have two different ones, I believe, that we've got going on. All right, so the one that you're looking at right now, 102326, that is an assisted opening karambit. And it is the full size, they're large. That's over a 5-inch frame, probably closer to 6 inches. All right, you have the red, white, and the blue in the battle scene, the battleship. Sorry about that, because it's also on the reverse side. And then a very unusual finish on that blade. Almost now getting kind of a patina look to the blade with the stars and some stripes and a wooden lasered handle slab on each side because it's full tang. And then, of course, you have the red, white, and blue, the stars and stripes on the belt sheath is going to come with that. So both of those with the folding assisted opening karambit, which is kind of like a Talon type blade, $28.50. If you're in on that, you want to add one to your order, the fixed blade, which is different than the fixed blade that you just saw. The pattern's pretty much identical. The artwork and the lasering, now it is completely different. That's pretty wild looking. You can add, for $16.50, you can add one of these fixed blades to what you just saw, or you can add it to any other item that you see on the show that you're interested in. We're going to honor that for a week. And that's how our Add To works at that $16.50 price. And then their 11-inch fixed blades, the one that you just saw moments ago with the cram bit, it also was an 11-inch fixed blade. So 102,326 was the two-piece America by Choice. And then they had to order 102,325. If you want to pick up on our Veterans Day knife, the special that we're doing, where we donate to veteran organizations, very 5-star grade veteran people to do help the veterans out. It's the fixed blade knife, our veteran fixed blade, is $15. It's 103,661. Try to buy one of the veteran knives if you can, please. We'd like to, $15, we donate 10. This is the Chola cactus that's been filled in by Santa Fe Stoneworks. Now, you know that that took a lot of work. Gosh, we are down to only 9 left at $88. I'm not aware of one more coming this way from Santa Fe. Not before the holidays. And again, sometimes I'm wrong, or sometimes things happen that I'm not aware of, I'm not privy to, I've not been told. But from what I know right now, this knife is not coming back. We're not receiving any more. That is jet onyx. On the reverse side, the Chola skeleton cactus, the wood that's been filled in because you have to, or it'd just be left empty, done by Santa Fe in the turquoise and other materials. All right, so the $88 was on that very, very sleek executive style. This is going to be the Hen and Rooster Trapper, and it's also a Hen and Rooster Trapper that is a Damascus steel with, in 99% of occasions, regardless of the handle, if it's in bone, it is going to be about $98. Just the trapper, regular trapper. Well, look at the work Santa Fe has done to this. For decades, I guess the first time I ever had any dealings with them, I was about 19 or 20 years old. Santa Fe Stoneworks. Also, the slick jet onyx on the reverse side. Waterfall Damascus, and look at that beautiful one. How many of you have ever seen this handle, one of these on a knife before? Well, the first time I ever did was the two that you just saw, the previous one and this one. I never even knew that they did that as a handle material. So that is absolutely different now, the ordinary. Quite unique also. It's got a lot of story by it. Google up Chola, and you'll know what... you'll get a lot more information than we have time to tell you, or I do, about that particular, what is it, the cacti you call it, or you call it cactus? This is going to be the old marble moose on smooth bone, reproduction New England scrimshaw style, black line, down to the last 9. Hopefully we might be able to get a few more of these. Don't know that for certain either. The mirror polished blade. Now the moose, which is the Marble logo, that's a critter of choice for the Marble brand, is on both sides. That's quite some detail. It also has been a little touch of leather going on with that heavy-duty ballistic material. And there was that, I knock everything over. Fumble fingers, look at that. Look at the mirror polish on isn't that a beautiful knife? Front and back. He's upside down, now he's right side up. Better yet, it's only $18.75. Some really, really nice packaging come with the old Marble brand as well. 103-603 at $18.75. Well, now this is the big old, this is what I know as a bullet trapper, hence why the name's there. And there have been other brands that have made it. The old Remington bullets. It's this big, large 2-blade floating hunter trapper. That is smooth bone where you have the black line, but it does have stag that you just saw on both sides. This is one heck of a frame. This is a pattern. It's a lot of knife. You really can't even call it a pocket knife. Most people won't want to carry that in their pocket if they were going to carry one. It's very, very large, and that's why people like them so much. I remember the Camillus bullets that they came out with, and the Cocobolo. Years and years and years ago. Heck, they shot up. They doubled in value well, I guess maybe 2 years, if not less than that. There's your stag, there's your smooth bone, and then it displays in the marble packaging. Wildlife Scrimshaw. And all of that knife in that beautiful box is only $22.50. Well, it is Black Mamba time. I don't like Black Mambas. I've never even seen one. I saw one behind glass one time, and I've seen them on television. Both of them, the black and the green Mambas. Yeah, I'm not a snake fan at all. Yeah, that's, yeah. Immediately, without any hesitation. That's just, that's reaction with me. Look at that upsweep Skinner. Look at the G10, double layered G10, where they almost gave it like a scaly look. And then you have the Black Mamba on the blade. Deep finger grooves. Heck, we only have 56. They're all gone. The old Black Mambas are gone. $32.50, folks. All the old Mama's going to cost you. There it is right there. $32.50. That's about as old money price as you're going to get on one of those. Most of them are up over $40 now. 56 orders remain. If you want a Black Mamba in your life, then just give us a call. Well, we'll set you up with one of them. 101-716 on the Black Mamba. All right, this is going to be the Marbles Wildlife Scrimshaw Trapper, which is basically the regular trapper from the bullet trapper, which was very, very much larger, thicker, heavier by Marble. Same handle to what they've done. This particular black line is going to be an American bald eagle, and then you also have a little stag. See how everybody want to say, when I say skimping on stag, I don't mean that in a bad way. They're doing what they have to do with it, all right, to be able to get it on get some on a knife, because they don't have a lot either. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. $21.50. The black line will be on the front side, just like it was the bullet trapper, not the reverse side. It's 102-515. Heck, 4 dozen orders remain at that $21.50. This is going to be our sling blade, the old mongoose in the moss. This is one of the new ones, folks. It's $76.50. That is one of the newer HCRs, HCR 13 MOV. All right, that is a stainless steel. The operation of this knife, a lot that goes into building this knife, and the expense of building this knife, you don't really see with your eyes. It's underneath. The 18 polished ball bearings, gunmetal gray titanium. What does 18 polished ball bearings do? Where they make it like a switchblade, and there's basically little to zero friction. It's going to last and last and last. And then some cool looking G10. And by the way, they'll go ahead and heat temper that blade on every sling blade. 3 separate times it goes through that heat treatment. This is going to be an H&R Deer Stag canoe. This is one of the Bertrams, hand forged. Canoe collectors, if you've not received one of these yet, you'll be running out of time because no more have been made. This is probably 10 years old now. We just broke them out of the old H&R cage. Good 10 years. Look at that stag. It was like one of out of the Cottage series, how Bertram used to do it. One household built a part. Your neighbor built another part. And so on down the home assembly line, neighbor to neighbor to neighbor to neighbor. And then it's all put together at the end of the road. That is a craft. Well, it's lost, folks. Unfortunately, nobody does it anymore. Nobody filled the shoes to the old craftsmen, who, by the way, are the ones that built these particular knives that you're looking at. $98.75. That was 7762 on that particular one. This is going to be 4mm. The 4mm, that's going to be referencing to the thickness, the backbone, the spine of that H&R drop point. It's also going to be done in a G10 handle. So we went from Mamba to Stinger. There's a little bit shorter knife. Convex grind, it's not hollow. It starts from the top and it tapers till it gets to the edge. $38.48. Again, that's a $100 knife. That's the retail. Top grade black H&R leather sheath. $100 knife, over $100 retail, and we're making it available, which would have been distributor pricing to you at only $38.48. Deer season is upon us. Muzzle loader time. Well, I've passed up some, but that's all right. I don't mind doing that. They can't get tremendous racks, folks, or grow big antlers if you don't let them. You got to let them live until they get old. $38.48 on that. 56244 at the $38.48 price tag. What are we doing? Some Christmas for the kitchen? I guess everybody's kitchen deserves a Christmas gift, doesn't it? The missus or the gentleman, whoever does the cooking. You know, my son, I never would have dreamed the day, but about 10 years ago, he just started cooking. He just started, you know. Before then, heck, he didn't want to make his own bowl of cereal. You know, it's too much effort to make cereal. Pour it in a bowl. Now he cooks everything. And I like that. I'm proud of him. That's a nice block set. That's an extraordinary price at $48.75. It's a lot of knives. Those are all 6 of your steak knives. Then you're going to have an 8-inch chef knife, sure grip handle, has stainless steel part on it. 8-inch slicing, you have the 8-inch serrated bread knife. You have a true original boning knife. You're also going to have the kitchen, or a lot of people called them poultry shears. You have utility and paring knives and a butcher block. The wooden butcher block, what it average, I don't know, $25+, empty, without any knives in them. All of that is yours at only $48.75, 103638 on Christmas for the kitchen. And I told you, I made comment earlier when I started about Buzz Parker going to be joining me on the show. Did you clock in early?
Yes, I wanted to.
Is Cameron in there? You might want to get his permission.
Well, I didn't know. Well, he told me to come out here and help you.
Did he?
Yeah.
I need all the help I can get.
No,
you know
he
that.
did.
Yeah, Buzz, I put in a request for you.
Well, I appreciate that greatly, and I love being on here.
Multiple times. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
the item you just had is just another great deal, like this odd lot buoy blowout. Now, if I'm not mistaken, tell me, we've got really more than these to pick from, don't we?
Oh, that's just a sampling.
That's what I wanted to ask you, because we're showing 3, 6, 9, 12. We're going to give you 6 pieces for $79.95. Now, that's our choice.
Yeah, well, we're going to pick 6 of them. They have 30-day money-back guarantee.
Yes. Now, we know you'll be happy. That's why, hey, we offer that 30-day because we know you're going to be pleased. And the thing is, with this warehouse, if you could see it like...
Let's see that right there. There you go,
like
Jonesy.
Todd and I have seen it, there's a whole bunch more styles than this in the warehouse. And we always like to give you that disclaimer. You know, you're going to get... everything you get will be individually packaged. In other words, it's retail friendly. You'll get the individual box with it. It won't come in a crinkly piece of paper like they did back in the late 70s and the 80s when I was young. They're ready for sale, and with all of these sheath knives, you will get, of course, a sheath with it. Some of the models carry a leather sheath. Some have the all-weather nylon sheath. Some of them are embroidered. Nevertheless, you're getting a top quality merchandise,
Big old
ready
knife
for
there,
sale.
Buzz.
Big old booze.
Well, most of them are going to be at least 12 inches, really 12 inches or more.
12. We've
the
got some
larger ones.
16-inch ones out there to pick from. There's all kinds of them. 6 pieces, retail $250. That's about $41, $42 a round. Todd and I have them for you for $13.33 each.
And if you are not satisfied, they're not seconds, they're not returns,
No.
they're all fresh, brand new knives. Well, you can kind of look at what we've shown here, what we're showing here, because we have more. You don't see these often.
No.
You haven't seen them in this show already.
There's one I've never seen.
Yeah,
the one of them
and
up there.
They're not going to be on the next item or in the next hour.
No.
Most of them are short run.
Short run.
What I mean is we don't have a lot of each one of them.
Right, we're gonna have some of these, maybe 2 dozen each back there. Some of them we may have 5 dozen, but you'll get what my dad used to call a good Duke's mixture, whatever that means. I know you've heard
Gotcha.
that. Duke's
I'm
mixture.
not, thank you. So it's 103007. In other words, it's going to be filled with some good 6 fixed blades. $79.95. Docs in a box. You missed this earlier, or you may have seen them.
Yeah, I've seen these.
Not these, but I had never ever sold a buck doctor knife until like this week.
I've never seen a buck doctor's knife.
Well, you missed a set of them.
I guess I did. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they
They had the single blade and the one with
Spatula.
the tongue depressor or spatula or whatever people. I always called it a tongue depressor.
well, that's a new
By buck.
by buck. That's a new area for buck collectors and doctor's knife collectors.
Well, why do you think they started building it? That's what I keep saying, Buzz. Buck didn't just hey, Buzz. Buck didn't just decide to build a doctor's knife out of the blue.
Exactly.
They built it because people are buying them.
Well, they are, and look at these steel warriors we've got here. We have got a great assortment of these. Todd, you know the one I really like in that?
Which one's that?
I love that tusk pearl or oyster.
That is also one that is probably the limited of more than any of the, well, in the abalone.
Yes.
That abalone swirl.
Yes.
A feather jig red. Physicians, and you don't have to be a doctor. They're called doctor knives because that's what they were designed for a doctor. A pill crusher at the end of it.
Tongue
And the
depressor,
old
as
medicine,
you-
what did they call them bowls? They crushed the medicine up at
Yes,
the doctor.
I know what you're talking about.
And then that's where they could scoop or whatever. I called it a tongue depressor.
Tongue depressor.
But they were built for a purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and then now, and they have been collectible for a long, long time.
yes.
This great period of time, nobody built them.
That's
This is
exactly
something
right.
that I wanted to show you too.
Yeah, this
Buzz.
is a big, heavy-duty knife, Todd.
And we're going, it's $15. Beautiful artwork on the blade. 103661 is $15. You see you see the graphics. $10 of that $15, we're going to donate 50-50 proceeds of the $10. $5 to a Simplified Community Task Force, Camp Out Among Them. And the other $5 is going to go to the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, and their Veterans Entrepreneurship Program.
Well, that's a good price.
So to both of those organizations, that's where the 10 of the $15 goes. So if you can add one to an order, if you want to buy 2 or 3 of them, it goes for a tremendous cause. And actually, Buzz, that's a good looking knife.
Well, it's great. I love the sheath with Kydex style sheath.
Yeah, Kydex style,
And-
brand new pattern.
And what I thought that was new, and what I
Brand
really
new.
like about this, the detail on that flag etching. That's a
They
small
did
area.
a really good
yeah,
job. on
great
that.
job.
Well, it's for the veterans.
It is. It should be done right.
$15 is all that is going to cost you, and 2/3 of that $15 price tag goes to
The veterans.
a
UTC.
really good cause. They
Yes.
do a program. They house them, they feed them, and I think you need to register by April 15th every year if you want to try to get enrolled in it or get chosen.
Okay.
In it. Yeah, they teach veterans to run their own businesses.
That's
Isn't
a
that a
good thing.
cool looking little knife? there,
This
Buzz? I'm gonna
is-
let you get warmed up for a second.
Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a long time staple in the case line. It's some people call it the pattern is actually the 5 fin. This is the little 5 fin. That's the number 5, FINN. This has been made, I know, since the 1965, 1966 era.
About when I was born, yeah.
We
Close to it,
both,
yeah.
yes. And nevertheless, that shows the staying power of it because they still make it. It's the stacked leather. It's got the aluminum pommel, stainless blade. Love the sheath, Todd. Great quality, top grade leather sheath by W.R. Case and Sons, built in Bradford, PA. $53.30 on that. Retail was $81.
Well, heck, the thing's as difficult, if not more so, to build than a large fixed blade.
It is.
Because
It's
of the
same
size on it.
That's right.
These are, oh,
Now this one right here,
Buzz,
the
I'll
bar.
interrupt you real quick.
Okay.
Because you just walked in.
Okay.
and about every single case Barlow that we had, we have no more.
Well,
Except that one. They're all
they're
been
gone
sold.
because
Yeah.
you know they brought them back this year.
And they're done.
And they're done. And this is one that I have yet to see. And if you see the Tang stamp, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the special factory
130
order.
years, yeah.
That's the Frost Cutlery special factory order knife
Yeah,
here.
130 years anniversary.
Folks, what's neat about this, back around 1992, Frost Cutlery started the Roman numeral series because I've
Oh,
got some of them.
JD, Jeff Daniels, you go ahead.
Yes,
bud.
this is great because what Todd's showing you, that CXXX, that signifies the
It
year.
also is on the box.
Yes, oh, it is.
Well, they changed the box.
See, I
for
want to
this,
see the
yeah.
box, the
Well, I'll
packaging.
get the box out there. Real
Special
quick.
factory order,
If I don't knock
Roman numeral
everything over-
2020 Tang
If I don't
dating,
knock everything over by
bomb
doing so.
shield. Oh, we've got folks,
130th anniversary. Jeff did the box.
that's love. This first time I've laid eyes on it, that is, keep the box with the knife. That's ultra important. Special factory order, pieces like this go up in value. They're-
Especially that one.
And then-
so they're not going to build. That's done.
That's done.
Forget the 130th anniversary. It's there. The pattern is done.
The
So
Barlow.
those are finished. There may be a what was it? The sycamore or zebra? I think zebra.
There's
was
zebra,
on-
the green
We
zebra.
got two different
Yes.
handled Barlows that we might have 3 or 4 each of, to the point where we can't show them.
Folks, when we get-
except that one that you just saw, and that's the newest.
And that's that golden age jig bone.
Golden age,
Gorgeous Barlow pattern.
I would say within less than 48 hours, that'll be the only case Barlow.
You're right.
Unless people saw that big surprise from that we'll give Michael Prater has done on a case Barlow for us,
Yes.
for our customers.
Whitetail Advantage, all 3 pieces, less than $10 each. $91 retail. We're talking about a $30 around each retail. We're going to sell you all 3 since this is cutlerycorner.net and
That's
we have
some old
great
brass
prices.
right there.
$29.76. Todd, I love that gut hook Skinner. Drop point blade, gut hook. And that is, tell me if I'm
Muzzleloader
wrong.
time.
The bottom one, I know that's not the snook. What's that, the cat skinner?
Now that's old tusk.
Tusk skinner?
Yeah.
So you know these.
It kind of looks like a tusk. Or,
Yes.
To me, it looked like I'd have called it the shark's tooth.
Yes.
Excuse me, I get all choked up.
And we've got embroidered all-weather
Like a
nylon
shark's
sheaths
tooth.
with each. Oh, I see what you mean. That hole is for your index finger.
Or
There you go. Love the drop point on that. Full tang
you
construction
don't
on.
want to twirl it around.
Yes, look, full
If you do,
tang.
be careful. How much all 3 of those were? Only $29.76.
Right.
Fixed blade. It's been a year of fixed blades, hasn't it, Buzz?
It has, and we've done well with them.
I always liked the mongoose too.
Double G10.
Yeah, that's going to be 8CR, 8CR 13, and they made that G10 look pretty neat, didn't they?
Well, they did. It's got texture to it, which means it grips. It's tension adjustable, and it's a ball bearing. Isn't that true? 18 ball
There are
bearing?
18 polished. They polish it and polish and polish. There's really not hardly any friction with these
Yeah.
when you use the bearings like that. So there's not anything that's going to wear and tear. What I've been saying, and said on the last one, a lot of the expense in building that knife you don't see.
No, you don't.
You can't physically see it. It's down. It's been made.
It's engineered into
Yeah,
it.
it's
And look at
in
that.
between the slabs, CNC cut, all of that good stuff, folks.
76.
And it, you know, it looks good, doesn't it?
Looks great, and it works lightning fast.
Yeah, short little break. Yes, grab yourself a sling blade mongoose. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back into Cutlery Corner. I'm Todd Boone, and I'm pleasantly joined and kind of overdue, Buzz. Long overdue. Mr. Buzz Parker. You say hello to everybody there, Buzz.
Hello, everybody.
Goodness gracious, all but 6.
That's it. I remember when we got these a couple weeks ago, I saw them, I thought, these are gonna sell.
But that's handmade Spain.
Handmade Spain, look
And
at
they don't make, all the fixed blades are gone pretty much. to
fixed blades
speak
are
of.
gone,
They've
but
quit.
luckily we found some stag.
They quit those.
Quit
They
the
quit the pocket knives. It's done, period.
It's done.
Yeah. And whatever handle, whatever pattern, whatever we had is what we had. They haven't been shown. You know where they've been sitting at.
I do.
Over on that shelf. So those of you that are familiar with the fixed blades, especially the Stags, well, this is that same company built by hand, but there are only 6 on the tobacco Congress. And there haven't been any of these built
And
Buzz
folks,
in 3.5, 4 years.
yeah, and what's great about these, it's got that factory reverse frosted etch. That's the Tobacco Congress. Great price on that, $90.
Well, this is the Bloodhound.
Yes, this is what I would call a machine. I love this knife. I love that
I don't
G10.
I don't know if I've shown this one. If I probably have, Buzz. It's just I forgot.
I'm sure you have because I've shown it. This
It
is,
has been quite a while.
and what's great, this is a hen and rooster. This isn't like the generational hen and rooster like we're used to, like the little Stag Congress. This is the new twist to hen and rooster. We're getting into the assault fixed blade
Or
business.
4116
And
German steel.
Todd always
Look
knows
at
the
that.
millimeter thickness. He's good at that.
That
What's
was
that one?
4.5 probably.
See,
at least.
he always knows how to measure that.
That's
And
a triple G10.
red, black, and gray G10. I love the way, Todd, look at the intricate blade grinds. Look
Boy,
at how
that
it's
has
ground.
It has weight too. See, and you have a lot of handle.
I
I
like
guess you could attach a lanyard, or if you want to secure it to your wrist. So if you have using a fixed blade or a pocket knife and you're on a boat over water, well, unless it lands in the boat and you drop it, you're out of luck. Unless you want to go skinny dipping and get down there and find it. Look at knife.
And there's something I like about it too, is the finish on the blade. It's like a sandblasted.
Yeah, gunmetal.
Gunmetal sandblasted.
Titanium.
I love that.
Look at
That powdered coating
Titanium,
on there.
Finish. It's a good price, Buzz. I didn't know that we had those. But we do, evidently, because you just saw them. Only $46.80 on the Bloodhound. And then, Buzz, this 6.5 bone stag. Isn't that beautiful handle?
It absolutely is.
Hey, you got to give credit where it's due. They've done a really good job giving that the appearance of stag.
They have, and that was the idea. These originated, this handle material, in 2002 when there was no stag at all. And I'll tell you what, this handle was formulated because at the time, back around 2000, 2001, Case was using a kind of stag which I've been told came from Mongolia, and it really didn't have the character like this looks like right here. This is bone, it's been jigged, it's cattle bone, but it's treated, I remember the advertising slogan, treated under open flame just as we would genuine stag. And as you can see, they've done a bang-up job at it. You've got some great patterns here. You've got the rust lock. You've got the mini trapper with a Horncliffe blade. There's the rust lock. The mini trapper's coming around. What's unique, you've got that Horncliffe rear blade. You've got the Tony Bowes design. I absolutely love this pattern. 3-blade, 3 3/4 inch sow belly. You got the 3.5 inch teardrop jack. Then you've got another Tony Bowes design, the tribal lock, the 4 1/8 inch lock blade. And there we're back to the rust lock. All 5 of these pieces retail at $532. We've got them way under list price for you here at Cutlery Corner. $224.50 for the, $323 for those 5, and you get the tube of paste and the polishing cloth. Next up, we're on the American Workman series by W.R. Case. These are all Case True Sharp surgical steel blades with satin finish on these blades. This is the Workman series. As you can see, they're synthetic handle. It's red. It's a red, slick red or slick Delrin synthetic handle. And all of them except the Sodbuster, they've got that American flag, that Case, what we call the Case flag shield. There's the trapper. That's the 4 1/8 inch full-size trapper. This one is the sod buster. That is the what I call the pocket sod buster. It's 3 5/8 inches closed, perfect carrying size. There's an old classic. There is the Case 18 pattern, the mid-size 3 5/8 inch Stockman. There's the mini trapper, 3 1/2 inches closed. And then what's unique, we've got the canoe. That's a hard knife to make. There's a lot of hafting out. It dips there on either bolster. There's the canoe, and there we're back to the big trapper. $346 is your retail. We've got them coming into you at $224.50. That's $44.90 each. These are made in Bradford, Pennsylvania, American made. Case True Sharp surgical steel blades with satin finish and that red synthetic handle that is pinned. Great deal out of Bradford, PA from cutlerycorner.net. WRK & Sons, the 5-piece American Workman series. Great price on these, $44.90. Great to carry, great to collect. Especially, I'd like to carry one of those canoes.
The Southern Grind Jackal, it's 8670M, which is a steel. It's carbon, and it came from Germany. That's where the steel was done. And these are actually tooled, machined from very, very large industrial sawmill blades that they bought pallets of. They had pallets of them. They do not have pallets of them right now. It was a special purchase, a buy that they got in on. They got lucky, and they did good by getting it, but it's being all used up. I understand it's some of the finest, most durable, highest quality steel you're going to get. A saw blade through the life of the entire blade in a sawmill. That's going to have the tan finish. These are very heavy. These are the large ones, the large Jackal. Look at the amount of steel in this knife. That's going to be a G10 handle. They're sharp. You could use, likely you'll never be able to break that knife, and I don't want to say never, but it's going to be, you'd have to want to. All right. Look at that's 5.5 millimeters thickness of steel. So for those of you outdoorsmen that want a really high quality, high end with a Kydex sheath, working knife, field knife, you're not worried about the pretty factor. Well, look no farther to that Southern Grind Jackal that you just saw on your screen at your television at that $229.95 price tag. That is knife that is, that's not eye candy. That's a workhorse in that Southern Grind that you just laid your eyes upon. It was 103130. The little caliber camo, this will probably be the only airing of it. Well, more than likely, we'll just have to wait and see. There are not very many at all. And an item like this from Case that we're doing for $14.75, well, it's going to have a tendency to move out very, very rapidly. $14.75 for a Case knife. Now, it's done in camouflage. It has a lightweight handle material, but it is still the True Sharp surgical stainless steel blade. They did not mirror polish it. They did a brush finish on it. Most people are not going to even attempt to collect this knife. They're going to carry it and they're going to use it. You have it in your pockets, you won't even know it's there. That's how light it is. Just a really nice, light, awesome lot blade at that $14.75 price tag on that. The Kickstart from Case. It is a trapper lock, and they've had that pattern for years. However, this is one that they've transformed into really what is a Kickstart, basically is referencing to an assisted opening mechanism. All right, it's quick. It's like an assisted opening knife. It's snappy. It opens in a jiffy with applying pressure to the stainless steel thumb stud. It'll open all by itself after you put the pressure on it. And then you have the liner lock, and it is also going to have a stainless steel pocket clip, and that is done in some very, very vibrant hunter orange handle. You drop that, you lay it down, it's going to be pretty easy to see. $108, 11 of them. That's what we have for the rest of this year for the holidays on 101937 from Case. That was their second assisted opening knife. This goes back to many, 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 many moons ago. I was 18 years old. That was a long time ago, you know that? longer than I care to remember. I got the job at Cutlery World. We carried pretty much the full line of Hen and Rooster knives. And this was the old coffin folder. A long, long time ago. They all got sold out. The inventory all got depleted from Howard Rabin Star Sales and Jim Frost at Frost Cutlery. Years, over a decade went by, not one was manufactured. And this actually became available, got into stock. It was probably put into production about 5 or 6 years ago, and it took about 4 years to get it, but it's here. $75 in Stag. That's an old classic of a pattern. It's good looking. It's different, and it looks like a coffin. Hence how it retained that name, what I always called it anyway. The coffin folder. I don't know that there will ever be another one of those that will be manufactured. What you just saw at $75 on it. The Razorback by Chipaway Limited Edition. That's got some Tuskers on that old board, does it not? For all of you hog hunters. There are a lot of hogs. Heck, they're not far from my house now. It would be anytime. Once they start, it is really difficult to get those hogs out. I mean, they multiply. They think rabbits multiply. Heck, 6 months after a hog's born, it can breed. 6 months. They have 8, 12 at a time. 6 of them are female. Well, the next thing you know, before that year is over, year and a half, oh gosh, you got hogs everywhere. Some of them may even be sooner than that. Look at all the steel in that knife. That has got some weight on it, folks. It's got some poundage, well, close to it anyway. 1 of 500, I'll set it back down because I don't show them good. At only $27.75 on that Razorbacks. 102-348. A lot of knife, and if you know someone that hunts hogs, well, that would be an excellent gift item. Christmas is going to be here before we know it. Thanksgiving, heck, a couple of weeks, few weeks, I guess, is going to be here. Star Stripes by Silver Horse, that's referencing to Silver Horse Stoneworks. With saltwater mother of pearl, like an American flag. They even did the nickel silver bolsters with stars. That'll be done front and back. The mother of pearls front and back, and that is a very good high quality of mother of pearl. $59.80. Now this is going to break down to a price that's probably lower than we've done before, at least that I can remember. And that's not saying a whole lot anyway, folks, but it's low. $11.96. Most of these were $16 and $17 individually. Some of them might even have been a little bit more. You have the Slim Jim Trapper. It's what I call it. It's like a Slim Jim frame. The old-fashioned tapered cigar whittler. There is a 3-blade Stopman. There is a saddle horn trapper, and there is also a 2-blade physician or a doctor's knife. It doesn't have the tongue depressor or the spatula. All right, it has 2 blades on it. Very patriotic. At $59.80, or again, $11.96 each, with saltwater mother of pearl on both sides. That is basically like a today's special. From Silver Horse, 103 ones and a 9. Grab these veteran fixed blades that we've got going out the door. Buy those, please. We're donating $10 to 2 outstanding organizations. It's 103-661. $15 for that awesome Veterans Day fixed blade knife. And 10 of it we're going to donate. All right, these are the bucks. Well, when Buck comes out with a doctor's knife, you know people are buying them and collecting them, because this is not typical of a Buck knife. I don't even recall them ever. Not saying that they didn't make a doctor's knife, but I know that they do now. They're $31.25. As far as I am aware of, this is the entire collection. At $250. This is going to be probably like a week and then we won't have this item. Maybe 10 more days. And then we're not going to have these buck knives. They have stainless steel frames. They're not brass. And now the bolsters look like a polished stainless steel. They may be nickel silver, but they look like polished stainless. They're all going to be done in a variety of bone handles. Some really nice green bone. You have the single blade, and then you have the blade with the spatula. There's a black bone. So basically, each handle material, you have both patterns. One with the spatula, one that is a single blade. At 31 1/4 a piece. If you collect doctor knives, you know someone that is. You might be a doctor and have bunches of buddies, and you want to get them a buck doctor knife, because this is the first year I've ever spoken about one. There's a collection you might want to try. 103606 at that $250 price tag on that one. Folding Hunter Paradise. Look at all of these Ocoee River folding hunters. We have some new handle material, especially this blue. There is a slab of ram horn. That's very significant. It's a lot of ram horn. We also have full slab handle of ox horn. We have genuine buffalo horn. That'll be the black one. Now, sometimes it does have a white swirl in it. There is the ram horn. They all are going to come with molded ballistic belt sheaths. That's the red feather jig bone, a very, very deep red bone in feather jig. And then there is also going to be an incredible blue bone. Oh, look at the cut in that blue. Look at that jigging. And there is going to be like a molasses type. It's not quite imitation tortoise shell. I believe we referenced to it as like a molasses. It's a celluloid handle. But these are original framed 65 pattern size case, but they're Ocoee River. In other words, all I'm doing is saying this is the true original folding hunter pattern from Ocoee River. They are large knives. They were building this knife pattern, at least case was way before I was born, folks. There's a reason it's been around, so you get a bang for your buck on these. $16.67 a frame with the ballistic sheath on all of them, all six, at a $100 price tag and some Folding Hunter Paradise. Look at this veteran's knife, 103661. That's nice on the blade. What did I do with my spectacles? I probably already lost them, hadn't I? I already set those, my glasses down. Goodness gracious, drive me crazy on these glasses. I've never really had to wear them before, and I don't know if I'm going to get any better at keeping up with them or not. Heck, I've already broke these. I broke every single pair I've got. God bless our veterans. Is that not nice? And $10 of the $15, we're going to donate Semper Fi Community Task Force and the Entrepreneurship Program of University of Tennessee, Chattanooga for the veterans, held on an annual basis. Usually, if you ever want to apply, because everything is free, the deadline used to be April the 15th. It's probably in that same time frame. $15. If you can buy one of these for $15, please, not help us. You're helping the veterans of this nation of ours. Make a purchase on one of those, please, if you can. That was 103661, and they're proud to be a veteran. Our Heavy Hunter Combo Duo, that is titled correctly. They are very, very heavy. $62.50, stainless steel frames. They polished not frame, the guard, bolster, or whatever you want to call them, because that's kind of the end cap to me, or more of a bolster. Look at that clip blade. It looks like one of those rhino horns that we have had. Beautiful, beautiful wine wood handle and some really well done, nice, high quality, well made sheaths are going to go with those also, with a little touch of leather taking place on them. I also like the color of the sheaths. It's different. Anything different now, the ordinary. That kind of works for me. Doesn't that look good? It's going to look good on your belt if you're going to use them. By Rough Rider. where those are coming from. I believe that's all patent pending and everything that they make on them. 31 and a quarter a piece. The two-piece set, only $62.50 is all that is going to cost you. Buzz Parker,
Yes, sir.
zebra wood. You ever heard of zebra wood, Buzz?
I have.
We introduced it with EC, but it wasn't green like this one.
No, this has got beautiful green, and I love the grain line through there.
We had the last 17.
That's
This
it.
is one of the special. I'm trying to cut. I mean, in my mind, I know what it is. It's a special production for a short period of time that they do. What? Almost like quarterly.
Yeah,
Like they have a little spring supplement. Then
that's
they have a
it.
summer one probably, and then maybe a fall or something.
Yeah, this won't show up in the big yearly
No, they're
catalog.
not.
It's a seasonal issue.
Yeah,
That's
just
what-
like some of the other handles, they just do them and then they
Yes.
stop.
And what's special about this full-size trapper too, Todd? It's got that bow tie shield, which is unusual. It's got that nickel silver bow tie shield.
Excuse me, Gage. It's a good looking knife. That's what it all
is.
boils down
$100 retail, your price $68.
That's our last 17 that we
got,
have.
yes, only about less than 3 dozen left.
Look at that beautiful trapper.
Yes, this is what Case calls hunter green. Now, I want to tell you some worthless trivia about this color, though. I knew it wasn't hunter green, and I finally found a label about a year ago. I thought, what is this
Is it
color?
Bermuda?
No, it's bright green and navy blue blend. They left it on the label, and I
But
knew.
hunter green sounds better.
See, you know what I think they ought to call this? Peacock jigged peacock.
It looks good.
It looks great. It's got a lot of blue in it.
Only 9 are left for $59.87. And Buzz, you're familiar. I try to explain it the best that I possibly can, to the customers. And sometimes I don't always do a real good job at that. But with Case or Buck, any of the big manufacturers, you're at a point in time now. You place an order, it's not coming tomorrow.
No, or even in 2 weeks.
Right, you're going to be backlogged there for a little while. There you go, the old hunter green.
They did have a hunter green back around 2000, 2001 that looks completely different from this.
Well, that looks good, regardless of what they call it.
I love this. I would have just called it something different.
It's less than $60
Yes.
for nine orders on 103373. Here's that beautiful golden age.
Yes, now this is special. This is a special factory order. If you see these out anywhere, Todd will tell you they came through here first.
Well, it's yeah, we were the first ones to get any of them.
Yes.
It was like the Barlow, the Barlow we had earlier, they did 8 patterns.
8 patterns.
And they picked 8 good ones. And anything that they ever do with a special handle, Buzz, the 18 Stockman's going to be in there.
Yeah, it's the classic medium-sized stock knife frame, 3 5/8 inches, because the box, Todd's about to show you this box. This is vital to keep with it. This is not the regular standard Case box. We have a special packaging box that comes with it. CXXX is on your tank stamp, which in Roman numerals is 2020. We're like the car dealers. There's 2020s that have been. Well, this is a 2020 tank stamp. Beautiful golden age bone, Todd.
Excuse me. It's very, very well done. And I'm pretty certain they're through with all of it.
That's right.
For the 130th anniversary. The Barlow I was talking with earlier, the Barlow with this handle, I looked and looked and looked, Buzz. I found like 3. It's not going to be on the show because 2 of those or 1 of those, there may be an order waiting for it, and it's just really, you can't.
Yes.
You can't risk it.
Can't risk
but
the quantity, yeah.
This handle's gone. It's one of those specialty handles.
Yes.
Special runs that they did. And I call that a spear shield, arrowhead.
Special shield. It's an old Case shield from around the 1925 era, and they brought it back. I love this shield, Todd.
Well, it's a beautiful knife.
It is.
It's only $68.75, and we can't pay any attention to that right there, Buzz.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, very, very low. Like I said, the Barlow, actually, I think there are like 3 patterns that are sold out already.
They're gone.
I'm glad we have that
And that's
one.
that blue turquoise curly maple trapper.
There's your first Well, this is a,
No,
you don't think that's a burnt purple cell, Billy?
no, no.
Done peanut style?
This is a My First Case
Look
peanut.
at that. Look at that. I've seen a similar jigging that is done on the '07 Mini Trapper Damascus. But that one's double dyed, right?
That's
This
that-
particular one's,
Yeah, that's that double dyed crimson. But Todd, I believe this is that crimson bone as well.
It's
And
beautiful.
it is gorgeous. I love this bone. And what you've got here too is a special packaging, the My First Case.
and it also is stamped on the front little peanut bolster. Front bolster there in nickel silver.
This
peanut.
is standard old red bone, but the difference in what you're saying, this is peach seed jigged. It creates a darker spread on there.
Looks like a peach outside of a peach seed.
Yes, sir.
And that'd be a good knife to give someone for their first
And
knife.
it would, because you also get a special carrying pouch with it that's stamped with W.R. Case and Sons as well. A great, for the first knife of a collector, the first case
Well,
knife
it
you
just
give 'em.
means a lot.
It does.
6147 on that one, Buzz. I haven't seen that one in quite a while. Don't pay attention to that once again. We've got to get all that straight.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Now we're getting into some Coraline that is just, that is magnificent.
Stunning. I love that. And you know what, Todd? What's great about it? Every piece is different. As beautiful as the front is, I'll bet you this back is going to look. I'm going to be rude here and look at this back.
Are you?
There, look at that.
I do it all the time.
Wow.
Look at that. 30 were just delivered for
Yes.
Michael.
This is a special factory order, Michael Prater Coraline. The pattern on this is going to be a 9254 SS. The 9 designates this as having Coraline.
The big trapper,
Big
isn't that
trapper.
beautiful? So 30. And there might be a few Coraline handles that arrive in the next few weeks, but don't know which ones they're going to be.
Yeah, you never know.
Rainforest, people really, really like, and it gets sewed very quickly.
It does.
I'm glad they picked this pattern also, Buzz, for the 130 years.
I am too, because it's, as you know, it's one of the, what I call a Cutlery Hall of Fame pattern. It's the good old full-size muskrat, 3 7/8 inches close.
That is right.
Yes, okay, good. We got these in from the factory, they're done. And I will say this, you get that special packaging, you see the box, 130th anniversary box, beautiful, beautiful golden age bone. And the shield even, it's a bomb shield, but it's stamped with the Roman numeral CXXX
Yeah,
as
for
well.
130 years. Every one of these that you see, it was a limited run. There are not going to be any more. And when they get to 135 years, because they're doing the every 5-year increments,
Sure.
they will not be that handle. And
No.
it will not. It'll be something totally different. Now, just like they did for the 125th anniversary,
Sure,
which seems like
the
yesterday.
green. Yes,
It was
it does.
2014. Does it not seem like it was yesterday?
Yes, it does.
Cat's Eye Coraline, another beauty. 36 were brought to us from Mr. Michael Prater. And Buzz, this one has not been shown. I mean, we've had here probably this year more so than ever before. I had this individually because most of this Coraline, the Cat's Eye, is used for commemoratives, especially
sets.
with the coins.
The coin, the numismatic set.
It's where most all of them went.
Yes.
When they were built. Look at that beautiful swirl.
It is, and one thing about it, this ought to be called Cat's Eye too, because that is a improved Cat's Eye from the old one. That is a beautiful handle.
Well, he started adding pearl dust.
See,
when
that's that's it.
When,
Like
when
this-
he sands the pearl on the painted ponies, well, he started collecting that pearl dust.
Well, see, just like this Cloudland, this doesn't look like the 2005 Cloudland.
No, it's been changed with it's got the
It
some
does.
pearl dust added to it. Oh, Buzz, that's the old price.
It is, and it's got the slanted bolsters, bomb shield, and it's a special factory order. And as Todd said, old price only.
Well, they're
$42.50.
$48.50 now.
Yes.
We only have 9.
We've got 9 to sell at $42.50.
9 orders. That's all that are available. All right. Again, folks, it's going to be a brief moment in time. We're at a little break there. Don't go anywhere, please. And welcome back in to Cutlery Corner. I'm Todd Boone. pleasantly joined by Mr. Buzz Parker. Known Buzz, I guess we were back when we were
20s.
right out of high school. Yeah, just getting out of high school and starting.
When we were young.
Yeah, we were very, very, very young, and
Yes.
always a pleasure to have you here. I enjoy it, and you know, I get a lot of compliments, emails about people. They enjoy us
Well,
working together.
It's great to work together. We've got a lot of history, and we share a lot of nice stories, and we just like selling knives together.
And sometimes we get to talking amongst ourselves while you're looking at the knife, and we don't say a whole lot about the knife like we're doing right now.
Yes.
It's okay.
It's okay.
An antique bone, $57.99. It looks old and it's new.
It is, and I'll tell you what formulated this bone. Some people call this smooth green bone. It's like the old green bone.
Old green bone was not really all that green.
Old green bone was not, it wasn't a brilliant or Kelly green as we know it, or shamrock green. It looked like this. Some people call this handle smooth molasses. Whatever the case, it's beautiful. It's got the bomb shield
There we
and
go.
fluted bolsters, and we've got an old price of $57.99, and we've only got like 11 of those.
14685, Star Spangled Banner time. And we already have these selling, Buzz.
Yes.
50 because of that old price.
Well, yeah, this is old price.
Prices went up, you know.
Yeah, because normal price I've seen these, we've had them before at 52, or I mean, excuse me, $62.95.
There you go, John. Sorry about that.
And what the difference is in this one, this is the one of 250 issue. It has those scroll bolsters.
Fourth party.
Yes.
Now yeah.
Yes.
The case makes the knife. We get the knife. We give it to Michael Prater. He puts the handle on it.
And
He brings it back to us, and it goes to a fourth party
For the engraving.
for the engraving.
And also, I want to add that box that you're getting with it is got that alligator look to it. We call that the alligator box.
It is, excuse me, a nice one. The old money. Only 9 left. So we had 11. 2 are already spoken for.
Yes, we already sold 2.
146.85. And Buzz Jeff, the wise man that he is, this was one of the patterns where he worked with them, and we were able, months ago, well, right before they quit the pearl, or
Yes.
right when they quit it, and he bought all he could.
He
of
bought
these.
all, yeah, he could. That's
We
right.
have less than 2 dozen now, and that cannot be replaced.
No, these will be gone, and when they're gone, they're gone.
They don't do the pearl.
That's right. This is the 8344 stock knife frame. It's a middleman stock knife. That's the name Todd and I gave it about 2 months ago, I
It's
remember.
perfect, isn't it?
It's perfect. The middleman stock knife. That is genuine pinned solid sheet mother of pearl. I don't know how they even get pearl that big if you think about it.
I don't know how they pinned it.
And I would hate to be responsible
Without cracking.
it. Yes.
That might be one of the reasons they kind of quit. But that is the only pearl case knife that we have in this entire building, and we have less than 24. We can't replace it when those 24 are gone, and it's on sale. 101518. I've asked them multiple times this year, asked Eddie just at the Blade Show about the pearl. He says never say never, but there are no plans at all.
To pearl.
And this was back in June.
Or abalone too.
Now, they're doing some of the abalone as they get the material.
Right.
And we had the 54 pattern trapper before you walked in the door. I had to hurry up and get to that so you couldn't see it. No.
Okay.
And they don't really, they prefer the smaller knives.
Oh, of course.
You know,
Look the big piece of pearl you'd have to
That'll
get.
be the last we get for
Wow.
for this year. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you missed that 54 frame abalone large trapper at $210, we're in teens on them now until next year. That's Dino Bone 5-inch LB5 yellow Dino Bone Mouquet Jasper.
Mouquet Jasper.
We had it at $86.75 that Michael Prater did. Now, Buzz, this is some wild-looking turquoise.
I love this handle combination. He's got, Todd, you know, it looks like turquoise chips, and also you can see it's got blue lapis in there.
That's lapis.
There's blue lapis. You've got malachite in there.
You have some obsidian.
Obsidian in there.
And then there's a fill-in also he uses that is called micropearl.
Oh, okay.
For Michael.
I see.
Micropearl.
These are hen and rooster frames. You've got 4-inch stock knife. the big 4-inch trapper, Michael Prater's signature etch on the master clip blades. And Todd, every handle will be unique.
Every single
Every
one.
single
no,
one.
There where there's, I guess it'd be impossible to make them look alike.
Absolutely.
Totally. There's a little mammoth chip in that.
Mammoth chip, yes. And I'll guarantee you there's Mookate Jasper in there somewhere.
You see that pearl dust?
Pearl dust.
Where
You see
the
the sparkle.
micro pearl is?
Uh-huh.
Comes up, he doesn't miss a beat, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Save that dust from that pearl. Look at the big old raptor here, jungle machete. Let's find it. I gotta find us a way around. We got
Yes, now-
Oh, Buzz, we got a couple of Arnos coming up. We got the last of the stag on some hen and roosters. Those are Arno Bernard knives. They are just simply extraordinary.
They certainly
Find
are.
what I did with my
Built
blades.
in-
Well, you wear yours all the
Built
time.
in
You
South
see what
Africa.
happened, don't you?
Yes, I do. This is the jungle
I have
rifle.
3 pair and all
I saw
three of them.
that.
Well, I paid $88.88 for them 3 years ago. You would think that they would last a little longer than that.
You would.
$888. man.
$888.
Look at the steel and
18.5 inches overall.
where did this come from?
Big blood groove. Wouldn't you call that a blood groove, Todd? On both
Yeah,
sides?
well,
or
you know,
some
you'll have the
blade groove.
The people want to do the correct. It's kind of like some type of a fuller or something. But in this, I grew up and Jim Galley of Cutlery World
Yes.
taught me it's a blood groove. This is 5CR15.
Okay.
It's 5CR15 MOV stainless steel.
And
I mean, yeah. You always get out of the way there. There we go.
And you get the junior
You get the little junior cookery,
machete with it.
little cookery design. Isn't that cool?
That is great.
$78 in this. It's on a little storage compartment. There you go, right there.
And genuine leather sheath that houses both.
That'll be 5CR15 MOV stainless steel. Also, that sucker is heavy.
Yes, you be careful.
Look, that looks.
Look how thick. Now, what's
It
the
looks
millimeter?
like single forge.
It is. It looks like the single forged bolster with the spine of the blade and
I'm looking
continues
real
through.
good. I haven't seen this one in forever.
Todd,
All right.
what's the thickness? 4.5?
Yeah, to 5. That's a lot of steel, Buzz Parker.
It is. And
I'm
here,
gonna lay this one down.
yes, this is something that Todd. I just sold my first one this week of those.
This is magnificent.
Yes.
The knife is made entirely by hand.
Mm-hmm.
There is not any CNC.
No.
And when you start looking at how it's been built, it looks like a CNC machine did it.
Well,
That's mammoth molar.
the thing that I liked about
2
this,
orders.
I don't want to interrupt you, but when you hold this in your hand, the balance it's perfect. It just feels, doesn't it, Todd? I don't know how to explain
Buzz Parker, I'm in love with Arno Bernard knives.
yes,
Molar N690. All right, you see the grind there is full tang. You see where it's been ground down right there, Buzz?
Mm-hmm. I do.
That's as perfect as a machine can do it.
Yeah.
Arno Bernard's 4 sons did that all by hand.
Right, and his
One
sons.
knife, one blade at a time. And look at the mammoth molar. This is the hottest handle material for us and many, many others on the market. 10,000 plus years old.
Siberian mine.
All saw cut from the molar of a mammoth, a woolly mammoth. There are only 2 of this pattern. This is going to be the wildebeest out of the Professional Hunter series that we will have this year. All right, and that includes the one that is in my hand.
Yes, someone will get this one we're showing you.
Yeah, that is all of that particular pattern and mammoth molar. Mammoth molar will get sold off of our website faster than we can get it on the show.
Yes.
It will be gone. That's how highly sought after.
It is.
And especially on Arno Bernard knives made in South Africa.
And one other thing I might add, the sheaths have the company logo stamped in. It's got an excellent top grade sheath with it too. The whole thing is it's a masterpiece.
They make an incredible knife by hand.
They do.
All
Absolutely.
entirely handmade. This will
Now
never be
this-
made again.
Yes, I love this. I call this the cleaver. I mean, I know that's not
It
the right
is.
name for it, but look at it.
It's a field dressing
It's
knife.
a field dressing knife.
They designed this particular pattern I'll just call it the outback, wilderness. You go to, you have safari, you go on hunting camp trips and everything. Say you go to the Yukon in Alaska. It's a guide series, professional guide series. Fixed blade and stag. It's all handmade in Spain, which there are no more. But you can cook with it. You can chop fish, clean fish. You can field dress game, a moose, a caribou, or whatever you may be after. It does it all. You got the protector. You can completely control this knife for up close and personal work. That's why they built that.
You've got the.
However, whichever way that you want to do it, that knife's not going to go anywhere.
No.
But there are no more of them than what we have. They have not been made in years and years and years and years in stag, handmade in Spain. You know, Spain's world renowned, especially centuries ago for their ability to produce a sword.
Swords, yes,
And
absolutely.
sword manufacturing. I mean, you know, you go back into the days of like Napoleon. Napoleon had most of, from what I've understood, because I
Built.
wasn't around then.
Right, yes.
Spain.
Spain.
Yeah, Spain was highly desirable. The swords made in Spain. Mr. North's no longer with us. This came from Michael Prater's wife's personal collection, Caroline. It was built for her.
Yes, this is.
It's made in 1992.
Yeah, and me and the guy I work with was talking about this name, and Todd, you may know more than I do. Explain. It was North and Prater. That was a famous, renowned custom built. That's, of course, that is the Michael Prater.
Well, and Mr. North told Michael Prater that he wanted him to continue on when because he's going. He knew he was going.
I did not.
And so Michael continued. After a while, he might have still there.
They've dated these. This is what I like about the North and Prater
That was
knives.
the pattern. This was made for Caroline, his wife.
Now on the back, it's got the sign. I think it reads North and Prater.
Yeah, this is 10, and we got to keep this wiped off.
Yes.
1095 carbon, and then you've got the date on it.
5 of 92.
It was made in May of 1992, and it's 30032. I guess that's the pattern. I would have to ask him.
The handle.
That's polished.
Polished stag.
They
looks
polished
like.
the stag, the antler down. It's the only one that there is, and it came from Miss Caroline. They don't have anyone to leave their knives to, and so they've started. Slowly, a few pieces here and there coming through to sell to our customers.
Yes.
You know, they're like family.
Oh yeah.
And so that was all from Caroline with also the handmade leather sheath. This is a beauty, and this one's got a really good price on this one, Buzz. H&R full tang stag in waterfall Damascus.
Yes.
Which is also a pattern that Hen and Rooster really wasn't known for making. I mean, you know, they always made, when they did make fixed blade knives, which wasn't until, I guess after the millennium, 2000.
Right.
I don't think they made any fixed blades.
No, me and you were used to seeing just pocket knives.
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
Yep. Oh, like Bulldog. Bulldog made
Bulldog.
pocket knives. Look at that waterfall Damascus.
Yes.
That is old money pricing. It's only $68, but that is a classic deer hunting, deer skinning knife.
Classic, yes, right. It's a great size. I believe 7.5 or is it
Perfect.
Yes.
You know, I be honest with you, if I've got a 12, 13, 14 inch fixed blade knife and I have to process or field dress my deer,
Yes.
it's probably not going to happen.
Right.
I used to use the Steel Warrior Choctaws
Yes.
forever. Look, this was specially built.
Yeah,
There are only 10 that were ever made for us, for our customer.
Okay.
That is warthog ivory, the tusk of the warthog. It is legal, and it is the closest ivory, because that is ivory, the closest ivory that there is to the elephant tusk nowadays.
Oh, okay.
It is 100% completely illegal. A lot of these are if you're on a safari and you go harvest whatever the game is in South Africa, you don't get to take the meat home. You don't get to do anything like that. You have mounts that are done, and every piece of that animal stays with the villagers. in the general vicinity of wherever you're hunting at.
Really?
Yeah, the meat goes to the villagers.
I see.
Yeah, replica mounts and things. So that's a big tusk.
That
That is
is.
African ebony, and it kind of just flows with the ivory. Only 10
10.
were made.
And this completely handmade?
All, it's an Arnaud Bernard. If
Yes.
it says Arnaud Bernard, it is 100% entirely handmade. His 4 sons do it, and Buzz, I think they have perfected what their daddy taught them. Have they not? Look at the perfection of this knife.
And these feel great in your hand.
Magnificent
The
piece.
balance, the feel.
The magnificent item.
They are
I mean, goodness
full
gracious,
tank
folks.
construction and beautiful sheath with it, top grade sheath.
I've received some letters, and you'll hear, I'll be reading them periodically throughout the weekend, and people in their first Arnaud Bernards. Now we've got customers that started with one, now they're 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And they are hooked like I am.
Well,
You
check-
know, Buzz, you and I have spent a great deal of our life selling knives.
Yes, we have.
I've gotten to the point in time where it takes something a little bit special to really, you know, I love selling knives. I love
Yeah.
knives, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to buying a knife, I'm knife poor.
Yes.
It's going to take something a little bit different to really
Turn your head.
spark me.
That's-
One that you see and one more, and we put these back at this why that we have these. $568. That is Mammoth Molar, the wildebeest. Well, actually, the 2 that we have, we've already shown one. Now we're showing the second
Yeah,
one.
somebody, you will get these one, that you might get this one, you
I
might
like
get that.
That works. I don't even, they might not have even been the same item number, but guess what? Those are the 2. 'cause
That's
this is
it.
the wildebeest. Yeah.
And there's your certificate
Mammoth molar out
card.
of the P8 series, yes. Look at the molar of that mammoth.
And that is mined in Siberian tundra, they say.
And the
10
international community is trying to stop this. Well, no, they're finding it in the riverbanks or permafrost melting.
Right.
They're trying to, you know, internationally, it's being led by Israel to start, you know, stop it. Stop
know
the
that.
They call it poaching, even though it's already passed. Just going and
Mining
driving your
it.
boat up there and say, oh, look, there's a tusk or a mammoth. Let's get some of it. Look at that.
I just,
Look at that mammoth molar,
a
Buzz.
masterpiece.
Only 2.
You'll get either.
There are going to be some mammoth Arnaud Bernards that we're going to have in a week or 2. They're smaller knives, but they're all of them. We're talking 1.
Yeah, we won't get like, we
And
won't
that-
have 5 pieces of them even.
And actually, you know where we're getting them? From the sales rep. What he said here, I'll let
That's
y'all
what
have.
you told me.
Yeah, I'll let y'all have these.
the
Look
shipment.
at the price on this one, Buzz.
Yes, this is German Buck Creek. This is that traditional 3.5 inches closed. I call it a swell center whittler. It's in case term, it's the 83 whittler.
083
083
That
pattern.
is a 10-year-old price.
Yeah, yes, 30. The stag, people think we exaggerate maybe, but the antler price to get even stag for this, look at it. It's,
And Frost said we could sell that. We have 61, and we when we first approached him about it because he saw the price.
yes.
He saw
because frankly, and Todd will vouch for me, you can't replace it at
no,
35.86.
he's going to let us. We have 61 left. I don't know how many we had when he saw it, but we'll do 61 more orders at $35.86. Split back spring on that and everything.
Nice walk and talk snap.
This was also found, Buzz, on this Ertl, which these are metal die casts.
These, yes, and
The
I'm,
Cadillac Rolls Royce of die cast. That mirror, you see that?
yes,
No, we need to tell everybody that.
okay. The mirror is gone on this one.
It broke. Even though it's metal, but it broke off.
You know, this is not, I see this a lot in the case truck issues. The mirrors sometimes, they're fragile, I'm gonna guess.
I mean,
They're
didn't leave it in
small.
Marshall. It looks like it was just either never on there or somebody took it off.
Yes.
Look at those Chevrolet.
But what you're really getting, it displays perfectly.
That's from 2014.
Yes, this is a 5-year-old abalone special
Excuse
factory
me.
order peanut that comes with it.
That, Buzz.
I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb here, Todd, and I think you'll agree the peanut's worth $167.75 by itself.
Hard stamp CXXV because for 2014. Well, Buzz, they haven't made it in 5 years. And they're not going to make, there'll never, ever be another peanut with the Roman numeral date on it. It's
That's
also
it.
individually serialized.
Yes, on the bolster, it certainly is.
Well, we only have one.
That's it.
167.75, but I showed you the little truck there with the mirror on it. I'm waiting on inventory on this one, Buzz. Let's see what we've got a rolling on this. It's Warncliffe 07 frame. I guess they're all gone, Buzz, except the one that we can talk about. That's it. They're gone.
That's what it says.
We have that one that you see now.
Okay, this is the mini trapper, but what's special about this one, it has the master clip blade. That's usual, but the rear blade, it's got the good old Warncliffe blade. It's a 6.5207 WSS.
Did you notice on these that 125th anniversary Abalone? Those are stainless steel liners.
Yeah, they're nickel silver. You've got nickel
They're
silver
nickel sil-
components.
Okay.
You've got the bolsters, the pins, the liners, and if it had a shield, that would be nickel silver too.
That's the first time I've seen that.
Yeah, that's a Case does that with abalone and pearl, all nickel silver components.
There you go. See, I learned something with Buzz.
But you know what two
the
patterns
time.
they also do it in? The rust lock is always all nickel silver.
I've noticed it in the rust lot before.
and the mid-folding hunter.
And I've not paid attention to that one, but I have
Those-
noticed. See, I do not know. Will
None of
never,
us do.
ever
Well,
know everything.
we-
I'm not ashamed or worried about telling people. I don't know.
Well-
Every time I do a show with him, I learn something. At least one thing.
Well, I learned from you too. That's what's
That's
fun.
the way. That's what's good.
That is.
This is the only set of Purple Passion we can build in slant.
Yeah.
And slant bolsters.
Yeah, this is a great set,
I
Todd.
think we might have some straight bolster purple, but
Yeah,
not slant bolster.
And what's special about this, these are special factory order pieces. You've got that Purple Passion, beautiful Coralon handles, each handle. Look at the I love that trapper.
Purple
That's just
Passion swirl.
It's a bunch of purple. And then you've got there's your muskrat. You've got great patterns, Todd.
Well, that is the only set we can build. Now, we may have this pattern, 5 or 6 more, or this one, but one of these knives, I'm thinking it's probably going to be that trapper.
Probably.
We're going to be out of. So the set that you see right now is the set that you're going to get, and it's easier to sell it that way.
Yes.
Why just let it sit there on the shelf? All right, the only way you sell it by showing it. So one collar. Buzz, $48.80.
Yeah.
That is also the old price.
Because we're $207 short of retail on this.
They all gone up. All of them have.
Yes, this is a great deal on this, $48.80 each. And
That's what it breaks down to individually.
And
Buzz,
this is
that's
the
crazy.
only set we have.
That's why we don't have any slant bolster Purple Passion knives.
That's
That's
right.
because we sold them all at that price.
Ooh, Todd, look
Oh,
at
that's
this.
magnificent. The old kudu.
Now you're going to have to look at this one. I've never seen this model.
Yeah, how can you not love that knife? It's the only one that we have
I've
left.
sold the wildebeest,
Oh,
but
that is the sable. All right,
Look at
this-
the
it's the only
kudu.
sable pattern left. That's what they call it. Oh, they're named after animals.
yeah, the kudu, of what I learned 2 days ago, is related to an antelope, kind
It's
of.
a 550 average, big one's 750 pounds. Trophies, 55.
They're that big?
55-inch horns
Oh.
and up. You see this bone?
Yes,
Have you
kudu
ever
bone.
Does it almost look like it's fossilized?
Absolutely, that's what it looks like.
You know where this bone came from?
South,
It's one of the only animals that have horn and bone grows inside the horn.
That's what you were saying the other
This is
day.
called,
Okay,
they call it inner horn bone.
that's what they were explaining. Okay,
Isn't that incredible?
It
This
is.
is the one that we have to sell. It's the only one that we have to sell.
Todd.
Of the Sable series, it's that flared up wide blade and Bowler End 690.
I love-
that looks prehistoric. That
it does.
handle
I love that wide drop point blade. Look,
No more. I
Great.
think we're out of sables on every sable pattern on everything. $269.80.
And that is the one they will get, right?
That is the only one
That's
we
it.
have.
That's all we have.
I'm glad that's our show sample. We've kind of put our show samples back for a few weeks. And let all the inventory clear it and orders come in on the. You got to watch those Arnos.
Oh, they're gone.
Yeah, and you know you don't want to oversell on them because people get real irritated. I don't blame
And
them.
we're trying to get more of them. We are.
Yeah, we will be
And
next
we will.
year.
It'll be
Except
next
for
year.
what the
What's already here.
gentleman Jim's, what I call him, he's going to bring us his little stash there he had.
Right.
That I guess some of the dealers, Arno Bernard, you Google them and everything. Go ahead, folks. You can find some of them here and there. Most people don't have them. They're already gone.
They're gone.
They go so quick. And there's never really any great depth of inventory. We move through every single one of them we can get our hands on. Wish we could have more.
We
Look
do.
at that. You have someone whose zodiac sign is Aquarius.
Sure.
Well, look at that beautiful trap. Wouldn't that be a good Christmas gift?
It would, and if you're like me and you love blue and green,
that.
like that peacock look, this is Aquarius. This is an old Michael Prater. I don't mean
the dawning of the age.
it's one of the original.
It's the first
core
generation
lines.
black box core line.
Yes.
Yeah, that's straight bolster on that one. It's 46871. All right, we are showing 4 left. This will not ever be made again. That's the way that you see it. That is a lot of red dino bone.
Yes, and I did some research on this, and you know what this really is?
I'm waiting.
Red quartz jasper.
Red quartz jasper.
And we call it dino bone. It's a trade name.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Now-
Look at that stone.
The stone, the jet black onyx liner, strip
stainless
inlays.
steel frame.
Look at the liner, how it's been file worked.
He did everything, Buzz.
Look at the back spring. Look at that.
You imagine the work involved in all of that? It has to strip these knives apart.
Can you imagine, Todd,
Look
how
at
long
the
it would
bolster
take?
work, Buzz. It's like a flag.
That texture, that tractor tracks bolster work. Wow.
And they are individually serial. This is serial number 5.
Okay, so
I
he
don't
probably
know what
did.
the other 3 are.
He probably did maybe 10.
It's all he did. He did.
Yeah.
he
Okay,
did.
so
we have 4
have
left.
we have 4 left to sell, and that's it.
That's hardly been aired in the Red Dino. The Red Dino, it doesn't matter if it's Sat Knife, a Painted Pony, a Hen and Rooster, Prater Custom, which is different than Painted Pony. All Red Dino bones. You go up there right now and look, you're not going to find a whole lot of it.
No, it
As
sells.
soon as it comes in the door, it is gone.
It sells.
And Jeff Daniels bought the last inventory that Case had on the cheetah and giraffe bone. And that was 60 of them. That's all that they had, and they're done with it.
They're done.
Until they decide to do it again.
And what this is an exotic handle. Case classifies this. This is natural giraffe bone. Your pattern stamp on this is special too. This is trivia I like to expound on. It's EX111.5 SS. That EX. Exotic.
Well, it keeps somebody from bootlegging knives.
Well, that's exactly right
With
too.
the
Yes,
tang
yes.
stamp. Bootlegging the
Yes.
handles.
That's
Giraffe
right.
bone's the hardest bone that exists on Earth.
And this is
It has to be. You know where most of this bone come from? Now, some people may not like hearing this, but I'm just telling you that straight up the way it is. What I was told, it comes from lion kills.
really.
Yeah. Think about it. You get a giraffe bone leg, you got some handles.
I
You
know
got
what-
quite a few handles.
That's true. Like the Wild Kingdom shows.
Lions got to eat.
Lions got.
And that's where they get the giraffe bone.
That is true, Todd Boone.
Well,
And that's
look
true.
at that Winchester. That's 1995.
Yeah, 1995. Now this is Winchester USA built, a big 5-inch, right?
There you
yes.
go, Joseph.
Todd, you know what I love about this
Buzz,
knife?
this has never been shown.
I love that wood inlay there, the
Pardon my
strip
fingers, I've
inlays.
been out in the woods a lot. Look at that has never been shown. Was there a little card in this box, just a little card, like Painted Pony little card? Look at what he did to the bolsters. Is that kind of like gold nuggeted or alligator skin or reptile skin?
They're calling the nugget bolsters, and then it's got the firework blade spine.
That is a brand new, and the name has slipped my mind right now. That is a new, different turquoise.
Yes, because it's got the black
That
in
is
there.
also a new wood. The red that you see is coral.
It looks like black quartz in there with turquoise blend.
You're seeing it for the very first time.
I've never
ever.
seen that. Yeah, I've never
Well, it's
seen
just,
this.
he just delivered it. He only made 10. So the Winchester's USA made in Ohio
Yes.
and in 1995. All right, so we're talking 25 years ago. In 2019 is the first time the one that was ever done with a Painted Pony style. And there were only 10 of those. Once again, we're at that point in time. Will we take another little short station right there? Oh, no, Buzz, thank you so much. I appreciate it. That show went quick.